vámonos. Welcome to the VGB's podcast. This is episode 92. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I'm one of your hosts, John Warren. With me are my two forever co-hosts, Nikki Grayson and Lotus.
I said, hey, what's up? Hello.
Great song.
I love that song. It's great. And it's so topical.
It's so topical.
It's so topical.
We've all been shot on the corner of 17th and 38th.
We've all been there. Hey,
it
listen,
happened to
if
me
you're
just yesterday.
Just yesterday, it happened to Nikki. Listen, if you are listening to this podcast for the very first time, we are a video games podcast, kind of. And you can support us by going to vgbs.com/join. You can join the Five. You can join the Hive, actually.
God. It's his first one, folks. Ignore
it's my first one. I know it's 92, but this is my first one. I'm brand new.
Did y'all listen to 91.5?
I've never listened to a voice message in my life. And I won't start
It wasn't
today.
a voice message. It was episode 91.5 of the VGB's podcast.
It's a cool voice note somewhere.
It's not a voice note. It's
what was it? It's a real episode? Who was on it? I wasn't on it.
Me.
It was just you?
You and Lotus were on the space station. There's an episode of the VGB's podcast.
It's not a voice note, okay, but Nikki recorded it on their phone and put it right in a Discord.
There's a theme song intro and outro, so it can't be just a voice note. There's production there. Now, did I do the production using the volume slider in the podcast app on my computer? Yes.
Every voicemail inbox thing is also a podcast.
I am horrified. There is a 91.5 in the feed, and I don't know what it is yet. I'm just kidding. Well, there's not.
I'm going to have Jordan put it in there.
That would be really good. You can go to vgbs.com/join. Join the Hive. If you join the Hive, you are supporting us. This is the only way to support us financially, the three of us and the four of us, because Jordan is doing production. Thank you so much, Jordan. I don't think we call Jordan out enough. I should probably do that more.
We'll do it right now. Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks for everything you do, Jordan.
I think Jordan had a question this week, too.
Jordan did have a question this week. We'll get to that later in the show. If you join the Hive, you can ask us questions. At the end of the show, we answer those questions to the best of our ability. I had Taco Bell at 8:30 the other night, and I went to bed right afterward and had the worst night of my life. So
you're just getting old and weak.
Yeah. Like, genuinely. It wasn't even like an abnormal amount. It was just kind of a normal amount, and I was up at 2, stayed awake till 5:30, woke up at 6:30. Immediate
illness,
diarrhea.
So
can't do it anymore.
That's
sad. Two
Have
Cantina chicken tacos, 1 chips and cheese, a Baja Blast. That's it. It wasn't crazy.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot? It's just one meal.
The items are so small, though.
They're small.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Is it a lactose thing, do you think? Have you crossed the lactose threshold?
I don't think so. I eat a lot of lactose, and I don't have that.
Okay, so you're just washed. I was going to say, maybe try a lactate, but you're just washed.
No, I'm just washed.
That's tough. Yeah. I took a zinc supplement on...
You told me about this.
Yesterday.
It's not really funny.
On an empty stomach.
You can't do that.
And that was a mistake. Literally, it was like, I'm operating like I'm just gonna take this now, and then I'm literally about to eat in 5 minutes. And I did not have enough time between when I took the zinc supplement to when it was time for it to come out of my body. And then I thought I was going to be killed. The thing I texted John was, I have not been as nauseous as I was yesterday since the last time I got a spinal tap. So it was deeply unpleasant. But thanks to the pink goop, I'm alive.
Pink goop is crazy, huh?
It did work instantly. And I don't really, it's fucking crazy. Sometimes you
Right.
take medicine and it's like, oh, like, is it really working? Like, what? That shit worked instantly.
It just kind of squeezed. It's like coats the inside of your stuff, and it's just like stop. Just stop.
Please stop. Yeah, I was sat like I had been shot in my car, waiting for it to get down my gullet, and then it got down my gullet, and I was healed. And then I realized that the day was not over. It was only 9:15.
And you had a full day ahead of you, which you love, having a full day ahead of you.
Every day.
What happened to you, Lotus? Did you throw up at all this week?
No, I didn't. I just haven't slept.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So none of us are well.
None of us are well.
Never have been.
Never.
Well, that's not true. Seconds 1 through 45 probably were the best. Nah, my seconds 1 through 45 weren't good.
In life?
Yeah, no, never mind.
Also, to be fair, when you started with the word second, I thought you were to say second trimester, and I was like, you know what? I probably was pretty happy at that point.
Probably.
I was probably chilling.
Yeah, Nikki, what do you think my first 45 seconds were like?
Yeah, no, my first 45 weren't great either, so.
Yeah, my first 45 were spent with the doctor actually looking at me, holding me, going, now, we call this a floppy baby. That is actually what we call it. That's not a joke. That's not a real thing. This thing has no musculature. And then they put me in they did put me in an incubator at some point, and they had to put little glasses on me little sunglasses because I was jaundiced. And I crossed my legs and it looked like I was tanning. My dad wanted to take a picture and my mom thought it was too sad. And I'm like, and it's like the biggest thing, like it's the biggest thing that like if they get into a fight, if they get into a fight or something, Bill will sometimes be like, yeah, I should have taken a picture of him when he was sunbathing when he was just born. It's like the one thing he's got over her, like for the rest of his life.
It's a nice, fun, kind of low stakes thing. Because I would have liked to see it. Yeah,
I know.
I would love to see that JPEG now.
I know, me too.
But I don't think it would have been cool until you were like 20.
Oh, I think even after I kind of made it past that. Made it past like your toast threshold, which was like 5 or 6 for me.
5 or 6. Okay.
Yeah. By the time I was 5 or 6, they were like, he's probably not toast. He's probably fine.
He's probably okay.
He's probably fine. I still am toast, I think. I'm still toast, everyone. This is a games podcast, but we're also going to talk about the United States government this week because Nintendo, this dropped like it's hot right before we went to air.
Never anything to talk about.
Never anything to talk about. Let's give a big shout out to Nicole Carpenter, who fucking broke this story over at Aftermath as a freelancer. Listen, there is nothing wrong, and in fact, there's something exciting about doing freelance cool news stuff for a place like Aftermath. But also kind of crazy that she is not full-time employed somewhere.
Yes,
doing this
it's the first thing I said to you. I was like, can you believe this shit? Great job. Can you believe this shit?
It's crazy. But she did a wonderful job getting that up. There was a court filing today where Nintendo is suing the United States government, named the following people. I love it when we name people. Scott Bessent, Christy Noam, she's having a great week. Jameson Greer, Rodney Scott, Howard Lutnick. All of these people named in the lawsuit against the Department of Treasury, Homeland Security, all those things, over the tariffs that Nintendo is calling illegal and unconstitutional. And they want their money back with interest.
But it's cool because the government is able to pay all that money back, right?
Yeah, like they
would.
And they will, yeah.
Yeah, and they would. Even if they could, they would in an instant, you know? They're sorry.
They would love to.
Oops.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like you have to sue, but they're not going to get any money back, right?
They're probably not going to get anything, but listen, 24 states have sued over the tariffs, 1,000 companies have
UPS,
sued over
FedEx.
the tariffs. FedEx, Costco, UPS, they have all done it. You and me and all the people listening, we're never going to see any of this money.
We didn't spend any money.
Nope, right. Nikki, you're so right because that's not how tariffs work.
They
paid for
they paid for it. Were you not paying any fucking attention when the man was talking? They paid for it.
When I got some stickers from an artist in Malaysia and they cost $90, that's just because they paid for it. They're very high quality.
Yes.
I think basically nothing about Donald Trump is funny anymore, like legitimately. I think two things are funny about Donald Trump. When he called John McCain's funeral the longest ever, that's one of the funniest things anyone has ever said. Just bar none. It's just, sorry, you have to hand it to him. One of the funniest things anyone has ever said.
Mm-hmm.
And two, the fact that he literally does not know what a tariff is. He has no idea. That's the only two things I think are funny about him. And he still doesn't.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Kamala is for they, them. I'm for you. Really good.
That's also pretty good. That's also
pretty really good. It's a good line.
Good. It's pretty good. The world's longest funeral, like on a piece of stationery. Really funny. Anyway, but he doesn't know what they are. It doesn't really matter. The lawyers from Nintendo write in the complaint, this action concerns defendants' initiation and administration of unlawful trade measures that have, to date, resulted in the collection of more than $200 billion in tariffs on imports from nearly all countries. When reached for comment, Nintendo acknowledged they filed the complaint but had nothing else to add. There's a lot to this story. It's still evolving. Donald Trump, of course, did an emergency new 15% tariffs after the Supreme Court struck down the tariffs on February 20th, which is cool. Like, what is anything? Why does anyone do anything? You know what I mean?
Why bother?
What's the point? I don't know.
It's really crazy.
Know, the stuff's just more expensive now is how it affects me. I feel like I can't, and this is probably bad politic. I simply do not have the space in my brain to hold this moment to moment. I just don't have it anymore.
No, I know.
I move under the impression that everything costs more and I spend less about it. Mm-hmm. And then I spend on people.
Which is, by the way, just the total opposite of what they say would happen.
Yes.
When things like this happen. Right.
So, like, if anything, I am participating in the economy less because money comes to me and then I am turning it into cash and giving it to people, or I am more actively just giving people money for things without involving company. So like, I don't know. I go to the grocery store and everything is like $75 and I say, well, that's annoying. And then I eat my mango that costs $30 in peace.
I spent $15 on eggs a couple weeks ago.
That's your fault. Go to Costco, brother.
Where do you think I got the fucking eggs?
The eggs are not $15 at John.
I know. I didn't go to Costco. I was just asking you. Where do you think I went?
Not Costco.
I didn't. But yeah, well, this has nothing to do with the tariffs. It has to do with bombing another country. But I filled up my car with gas for like $25 a week and a half ago. Boy, it's $42 today.
Yeah.
So
is that different?
Pretty different.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's kind of different.
Nicole Carpenter kind of poured through this. This is just taken directly from the Aftermath reporting. Through several pages of the complaint, Nintendo's lawyers recount the tariff situation beginning on February 1st, when Trump issued the executive orders imposing new tariffs. The months that followed were chaotic. This is back last year. The situation changed rapidly as tariffs were increased, paused, then increased again. Tariffs reached over 125% for goods from China, before those were reduced to 34% in May. Throughout multiple legal challenges, the Trump administration continued to impose the tariffs, Nintendo lawyers say. And that's in violation of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act of 1977, Nintendo lawyers say, and that is why they're entitled to a refund of the tariffs paid during this since February 2025.
Is there a number in there?
Of how much they want
of money
back?
They want?
Not specifically for Nintendo. I don't know if they identify a specific amount. Let me go through here.
I'm just
I was going to say, I don't remember seeing one, but
there's not a specific number listed in the complaint.
Okay, that's what I just was making sure I didn't miss anything.
There is not.
No, that's cool country.
I mean, it's just unprecedented, right? Like, to y'all's point earlier, like, I don't think anything is going to happen here because I think the slippery slope is just too fucking slippery for these people. Like, if they decide that Costco and UPS and FedEx and Nintendo get a refund, then why wouldn't every small business in America get one? Like, I don't know, an independent hardware manufacturer or something. Like, there's just no end to this. So even if they weren't just cheap fuckers that never ever paid their bills for any reason anyway, I just don't think that this is going to happen because I think the slope is just too fucking slippery. But I don't know. I really have no idea. I don't even know what a settlement would look like here.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it seems so, and this is part of the plan, right? Like,
right.
It is not the problem of this administration to figure out how it gets cleaned up. If it gets cleaned up at all. So, like, assuming there is a change, right? Most of the following person's administration will be spent on fucking this.
Right.
So that you are like, well, did anything change? I don't know. But it's like, well, it's because they did 12 years of fascism in the span of 4.
18 months. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, what do you do? So, I don't know.
I mean, I do think it's fun that Kristi Noem got fired and then in the same week was sued by Nintendo. I do think that's funny.
And that's, as a TikTok, that's good. For the history books, it'll be a good
like
little... someone's A-push DBQ is going to be about the last 18 months. Yeah. Someone on their AP test for AP US Gov or AP US History is going to write the words Nintendo Switch 2 because they have to. You know?
Wait, I would also love
Shush.
Oh yeah.
Did either of you take APs?
Yeah, of course.
Which ones did you take?
History.
Which one? There's like 6 histories.
U.S. history.
Okay.
English.
Which one? There's 2.
Both.
Okay.
Took 2 Englishes. I took calculus. The rest of mine were actually dual credit. It's just English 1 and English 2. One is like essays and
Lang and Lit. Yeah, I did take both of those. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd y'all do?
I passed everything. Actually, I got a perfect score on one.
I got on the writing for English AP. I got a 5.
Wow.
Which is great. Yeah. In fact, I remember. So I shouldn't call him out. One of the smartest, sweetest people I know. Local veterinarian. Listen. I am not a fan of big VC owned things like this, but I have to tell you, every time I've been to one of those veterinary emergency groups, VEG, I've had a wonderful experience. They're really good. Their care is wonderful. They're open. And it's not just because my friend Matt is one of the owners of one of the places. He showed us great care when Raisinette was very sick. But he was so mad at me that I did better than him on the English AP writing part that he almost cried and threw a fit. So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's good.
Listen, he might have been a little competitive in high school.
That's fine.
And I wasn't.
Now look at you both.
Yeah. Yeah, look at us now. Look at us now. You know?
Yeah.
I'm doing great. And and so is he, I guess. Yeah, I wonder what his day's been like,
Yeah. For the listening only audience, if you couldn't tell, John was leaned all the way back in his chair staring at the ceiling.
Staring at the sky. Just contemplating.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Nikki, for hitting me with another what happened to you just a few months removed from the last one. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with this. No idea. I don't even know what interest looks like. I would have loved it if Nintendo would have had to define these things in the
That's
filing.
why I was like, the idea that Nintendo could be, but I wonder if the fear, right, of being like, this is the number, creates an easily, quote unquote, calculatable figure that the people who participated in Nintendo's economy in the interim would be owed. Mm-hmm. So I wonder if that's why that number is not in that filing, or if it is because they haven't come to it yet. I would figure it's a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B. I was going to move on, but for some reason, the next story was going to be kind of a bigger one in my head, but I don't know how I missed this, but someone squeezed Gaming Dodgers bobblehead night into the equation here. Mm-hmm. What did you want to say about this?
Look at it.
Okay, so we're looking right now at the Super Mario Galaxy movie. There's a box. It has the Dodgers logo on it. Inside is Yoshi wearing a Dodgers jersey, has a little baseball glove, and an LA Dodgers hat. I was kind of angry about this just on principle for a moment, but now that I'm kind of looking at it, it's really cute.
Can you click on the Instagram reel, please?
Where? Where's the Instagram reel?
It's in there.
Oh, you just put it in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Long and horrible, just like you like them.
Should I put it in the thing?
Yes, please.
All right. Hold on a second. For those listening at home, we apologize. We're going to be watching an Instagram, but you will hear the audio.
You'll hear the audio.
One second.
There is a player on the Los Angeles Dodgers named Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yeah.
So he's the main character in this announcement video for the Yoshi bobblehead night at Dodger Stadium on March 31st.
I wish to God I could give you a better view of this, folks.
It's okay. Don't worry.
So.
Wow, is it loud?
You did link an Instagram reel.
Yep.
Terraria. Wow.
Please be quiet.
Yoshi!
Come out on March 31st to receive a Yoshi bobblehead presented by the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
So that fucking sucked, right?
It did, yeah.
That fucking sucked when it talked.
It did. It did. It sucked. It was really tough. Yeah, so Yoshinobu does like a headstand against a wall. And Yoshi keeps kind of off screen making little cute Yoshi noises.
Although
they're
off-brand
Yoshi noises. That's true. That's a really good
social media admin Yoshi noises.
Yeah. And then when it cuts to Yoshi, I would love to know how they made that mouth move. Because it did not look like, it was very unnatural. When was this? When is the bobblehead night?
Today. Bobblehead night is on the
March
31st.
Okay.
Yes. So if you're in Los Angeles, I'll see you there. I won't be there. Probably.
Well.
Dodgers tickets.
March 31st.
But that's not even.
That's Thursday?
That's preseason, isn't it? Or do they open
earlier? The season usually starts on like March 26th,
Oh, that's right.
27.
That's right.
Oh, it's against the Guardians.
Nowadays.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. We're gonna click.
You're gonna check the ticket prices.
Ticket costs.
Okay.
Well, the floor on Dodgers.com is 116, so I'm gonna close that tab.
God.
Listen, when you have they gotta pay Shohei somehow. Okay, you have to understand.
Yeah. Moving on, the entire saga of Paramount versus Netflix and Warner Brothers over the purchase of the latter. This saga wages on. Paramount now has of course, inside edge. The Netflix bosses say Paramount will result in cuts in excess of $16 billion within 18 months or so.
Is that a lot?
This coming straight from Netflix CEO Ted Sarandon. It's not good if the it's not great if Netflix buys this, but it's really bad if the Ellisons buy it over at Paramount. And especially bad probably for the video games over at Warner Brothers, including TT Games and Rocksteady. They will likely face some cost scrutiny if this acquisition goes through. I'm, of course, holding on to hope that this is way, 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 way too big of a bite for Paramount to make, and they're going to have to break up all their shit, and the Ellisons will have to, I don't know. I was going to say something really bad, but I'm not going to.
But again, right, like, this is a next administration's problem.
Yeah, no, you're right. This is the theme probably this week with a few of these stories, is that, like, there is so much happening so fast, and it is all super, super fucking bad, but also stupid, just, like, genuinely stupid. Yeah. That, like, yes, like, we will be unfucking this for 15, 20 years. If we're even given the opportunity to.
Sure.
But yes.
And I think the thing that is, like, especially damning, right, is that in the Warner Brothers situation specifically, Warner Brothers, as we know it, obviously is a company that is birthed and dies. Everybody takes the poison pill. Everybody is so horny to take the fucking poison pill that kills you every time. To be so clear, nobody has ever purchased Warner Brothers, the company, and done well afterwards. It has been bad for everybody. So, like, Netflix, it honestly kind of feels like Netflix was like, we'll roll the dice on Paramount wanting it more, because then we could just get a cool couple $1 billion, because the termination clause was like,
so
it's
funny.
$2 billion, right?
It's like 2.8 or something. It's hilarious.
It's a breakup fee. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a free $3 billion when they, I'm sure, knew, like, I'm sure at some point early they were like, we're not actually going to get it, but we're going to go through the process.
We're going to make the Ellisons give us $3 billion.
Yes, it's a free $3 billion, and they can then use that to do their own shit. But, like, the version of Warner Brothers that you then are like, okay, Paramount, in 2029 or whatever, you're like, okay, time to split this up. What's left? Like, what is left of the thing that we know now to be Warner Brothers? Like, what is left? And the answer to that question is probably nothing, right? Like, I'm sure they will have gutted and killed HBO past what your current understanding and recollection of that property is. They will just be making, Taylor Sheridan will run HBO, and it'll be
Harry Potter and Taylor Sheridan stuff.
Yeah, every flavor of Yellowstone all the way down.
Yellowstone and 2077.
And listen, that I'd watch that one.
Cyber Kevin Costner
I've said this
here.
before somewhere, but I would watch a Yellowstone 2077. That would go crazy, actually. I wouldn't watch any of the other ones, but a Yellowstone in the future, absolutely I'm in. So, yeah, no, but I think, like, a lot of the smaller things that Warner Brothers does right now that people do not understand are still under the purview of Warner Brothers, right? So, like, you've got the animation stuff, which Zaslav already did an incredible job of taking out back and shooting in the back of the head. But now it's going to be turbo dead. They're going to dig the body up and do it again. The games division, dead. They don't need this anymore. And I don't even think they're going to sell it. I think they are going to throw it in the garbage.
Now, granted, Netflix's purchase of it was also not going to be good for these game studios.
No.
To be
they might
clear.
Keep it around for the smallest amount of time, though.
Right,
exactly.
Yeah, because they had already targeted it as, quote, a minor part of the business, and also Netflix's own treatment of their own game stuff has basically just been to go, well, we're going whole hog into this, and then 5 years later being like, let's just blow this whole thing up. But still, yes, I don't know what is left of Warner Brothers after this happens. I think it's Harry Potter. I think it's Game of Thrones. I think it's Taylor Sheridan stuff. I don't know what the contract looks like. I find it hard to believe that James Gunn would continue to helm the DC stuff if the Paramount thing goes through and a lot of consolidation begins to happen.
I don't know. Because
there's no value judgment for or against, because like I don't know, but it's like I also am like this doesn't seem like the thing that he wanted to do.
Sure, but it's like I do wonder, right? Like as you part of the machine of creating and acquiring state-owned media is that you do have to keep some stuff that feels like it isn't orchestrated and designated by the state.
Right.
I think he probably gets one or two more movies out the door before someone starts asking him questions that he is like, you gotta fuck off or I'm gone.
Yeah.
I think that is more likely than anything else. But again, the way that these production timelines work, he can only work on one at a time.
Yeah.
Right? Like by the time there is a world where the administration that is in charge of things by the time Superman 2 comes out is a different administration. Like so many things could be different. So a bummer all around. I have folks who are under the Paramount umbrella right now in my life and in the Warner Brothers umbrella in my life who are like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Like I simply do not know if I will have a job, and I don't know when I will not have a job. Like there's no way to do the math in either direction.
Yeah.
So if you can believe it, morale's super high, kind of at both places.
Everyone's just like super psyched all the time.
Yeah, super psyched.
Speaking of stuff that's like we ought to all be super psyched about, while it is not contracting the way that the American games industry is, Japan's game industry is not suffering necessarily from mass layoffs, but reductions are happening underneath the surface. Multiple devs say this is coming from Automaton, and it's kind of happening in a different way. Hiring is way down, and also a really interesting note is only about 2% of aspiring game dev applicants actually ever manage to get hired, which is a really small number. So it is contracting in kind of a different way than what we are seeing here. It is interesting too, because there aren't necessarily, the labor laws there protect against a lot of the things that we are seeing here in the U.S. But there are kind of hidden firing practices, like banishment rooms, which is really grim, buyouts, voluntary resignation programs.
Can you tell me more about the banishment room?
Of course I can. I'd be happy to. So I put this story on here because I find it annoying when people are like, oh, but in Japan, you can't get laid off. That's why their games are so good. Bandai Namco has fired over 300 people in the last 365 days. And it never came up because it technically was never a layoff. Voluntary resignation programs, we know what those are. Buyouts, we know what those are. I always forget the Japanese term because I don't speak Japanese good. But in Japan, there's a practice called banishment rooms, which is basically when I'm the company and I say, if I was in the United States, I'd lay off about 200 people right now, but I can't. And I don't really have the money, or I just don't want to do the buyout thing. So instead, all of you guys have some awesome new offices, and they're empty rooms with no windows, white walls, no computers, no phones, and nothing to do. And you're just going to go in there for the rest of your job forever. And we're just going to wait until you crack from being put into solitary confinement.
That's so fucking cool.
Isn't that so great?
That's awesome.
Japan is so cool.
What a cool country.
So yeah, this article frames it a bit like it's a recent thing, because a lot of what Automaton does is report and just kind of translate, like, here's some stuff that some Japanese devs are talking about. But this is like a long ongoing thing that is just like not super well known in the US, I think. How much?
And I've been alive for maybe even 25 years.
Exactly. So it's like, how bad is the Japanese games industry right now? We actually don't know, because all of these things make it look like, some people have left their jobs and nobody's getting hired, and some people voluntarily leave their jobs, and that seems fine. But capitalism is bad. And just because Japan is cool does not mean it is not a hyper-capitalist end-stage country.
Absolutely. And the mobile game industry is the one that's seeing the most of these voluntary retirement periods and instances. So, yeah, interesting. I appreciate you putting this on our radar today because I think that is an often cited and misunderstood thing of, okay, well, because these labor laws are in place, it's like, yeah, it does protect against those things. It doesn't protect against this other bad behavior that also plenty of American companies also kind of do, but it's just happening there too. Yeah, I remember visiting Shenzhen and seeing some of the specific weird ways that Chinese companies would also treat their employees that they didn't quite like either, which is really interesting. It's a fascinating world of
People are
banishment
so
rooms and setting up cots in corners and just setting up little voluntary torture areas for people.
Sick.
It's terrible. Speaking of China, Unity is moving to cut off Greater China region. That includes Hong Kong, Macau, and China from the Unity Asset Store. These assets will be delisted on March 31st.
Yeah, is that good?
Is that good?
Like, what are we
Is
fucking doing?
is that good for everyone involved?
Chad, is that good?
I'm just trying to figure out real quick where the free shit that I've used to make my video game come from. Does anybody know?
Could be anywhere.
It could be anywhere.
At least one of them's from China, though. Would you like to look through your entire asset library manually?
Yeah, that would be an awesome use of my time, I think.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Orgs based in those places will no longer be able to access the global Unity Asset Store or access their free and purchased assets.
They have to download it now and then save all of them forever.
Save all of it. They just
asset libraries are famously pretty small, so they could just buy a hard drive, which is famously not expensive right now, and just put them all on there.
But the other thing that I remember, if I'm remembering correctly, is that there's no way to tell the internet that you're not in a place. Is that correct?
I don't know how. I don't know if that would really. I don't know how that would work. I bet there are. I'm dumb. I admit I'm dumb
too. I'm dumb too.
I don't think you could just pop on a VPN and be like, I'm in LA. I'm good. I don't know.
Sure.
Because they've got to put,
especially if the Great Firewall of China is concerned, I feel like there's maybe some other stuff going on.
I think there's got to be some period where then the moment the switch is over, it's not on, you have a momentary lapse or whatever, some sort of interruption in that, like the metadata might get flagged as like, hey, this is on.
Why does this guy in Redmond, Seattle,
there? Right.
have 300 ping?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. I'm not sure.
This
I'm
is
not sure.
Stupid.
It is really dumb.
This is dumb as fuck.
Would you believe it? And this is Chris Kerr over at Game Developer. Would you believe it that reaction from users on the Unity forum appears largely negative?
What?
I can't believe it.
So they don't like it?
No, they're not fans. No.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, if my whole thing is I maintain a marketplace where I make my money when people make stuff and then they sell it on my store.
Yeah.
I ostensibly have to make more money the less people who can sell stuff on the store, right? That's how it works. The fewer people who can sell things, the more money I make. So.
Who's to say? Stupid. Do you like The Sims? Do you like user-generated content? Well, you might have a new fun side hustle.
I have
Here you go. Creators are going to receive 30% share of revenue from sales of content sold in-game that they are making. The Sims Maker program.
Lot?
Well, I mean, Roblox keeps between 50 and 70% of revenue earned. Makers will earn money through a virtual currency called Moolah, receiving a 30% share of revenue, meaning that when every 100 Moolah spent, creators earn 30 cents.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. The Sims team is covering all fees and costs associated with publishing, including platform fees, VAT
That's
taxes,
not anything.
server costs, and other transactions. I don't know why you're not giving them a chance, Nikki. They're doing something so progressive.
They did this already, and everyone said this sucks. But this time they think it's going to be fine because it's girls and gays. And the logic is logic is that like they don't know, they're stupid.
Yeah.
Girls and
Which
gays
is so fun if
stupid.
you've ever paid attention to The Sims,
To
because
the
famous.
internet?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not the internet. The Sims 2.
Yes.
CC custom content. The girls, the gays. If you try to make your little Patreon and sell your custom content, it will all be pirated into a publicly available torrent within the day,
Yes.
because that community is just unilaterally ideologically opposed to the idea of paying for custom content. It is not part of the culture of custom content, especially for all the stuff that is meant to shore up shortcomings, the many shortcomings of The Sims, or just add extra fun stuff, like, you know, when you couldn't make black people in the game or be gay, and it's like, don't fucking make us pay for this. So the idea that this would work is crazy to me.
Yeah, no, EA does not understand that, like, The Sims 4 is basically shareware. Like, it's open source shareware. And, like, I don't think they get that. So, best of luck
I
to
think
them.
I think they get that. I think they're trying to wrangle
dollars on top
a
of it,
new
but then
audience
people just aren't going to buy
to
the
like
whole-
claim it or
I
something.
think it's just like all it takes is one YouTuber or one TikToker to be like, here's how you install mods on your thin and light laptop.
Yeah.
That is good. It's your machine will turn on, but it will take 15 minutes to boot The Sims 4, but it will run eventually. Yeah, stupid. Is there I'm just going to try to how long when do you think we're going to get one news segment of this program where I don't get mad at all of the stories? Like how long?
At
how
all
much
of them?
longer?
Never.
At all of them? Never. Almost
Do you want
certainly.
do you want me to start manipulating the document?
Yeah. Do you want us to start being like, are you
I
like?
just
Yeah.
think-
You remember when Jim from The Office had a good news thing during COVID? Do you want us to be like that? Hey,
Honestly-
welcome to Good News Gaming.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I just think that if we could put like
For April
two-
Fool's Day, we should do
April
a
Fool's Day.
positive only episode.
Yeah.
Here, let's go.
Only
We've
good
never been
news.
haters before.
Uh,
But we're turning a new leaf today, April 1st.
Yes.
Yep.
Please. Wait, what episode is this? 93? 92?
92.
8
You wanna
weeks
do
from
all-
now is
Is the
Can
is
episode
100?
listen, okay, we will have done 100 hater episodes.
You want
Yeah.
And I
101?
just think 101 we flip the switch and it's only good news. We talk
good
about
news
these
gaming?
cool logos
I
that
hope we
they're-
all say yes, and it's the worst news.
It's the
week.
worst news week. It's like it's like Shigeru Miyamoto fucking dies, and and like I don't know, Zaslav and Larry Ellison buy the rest of media together somehow. Yeah, just that week will be the worst week ever. We're gonna be like, hey, guess what? That Skyrim grandma's not actually dead. They found out she's
came
still
back.
alive. She came back. Yeah, we could try that. Listen, Nikki, I'll
No,
try
it's
anything
fine.
once.
No, it's fine. Don't
And I'll
worry
try to
about
be
it.
nice exactly once.
No,
Exactly what?
Don't even patronize me, whatever.
I
Well,
want
maybe
to do the nice episode.
Maybe, yeah,
It'll
we'll
be
do
like
one nice
it'll be like in
episode.
SpongeBob when he turns normal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Well, Nikki, this might turn your frown upside down. Tencent might get obliterated, but by the U.S. government,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
no, see, so it's like, what's the fucking point?
I said on Blue Sky, like, this is such a situation of like, yeah, I can make fun of my mom and my dad all I want because like I'm their kid and I can clown on them. But if you make fun of them,
Yeah, no. That's,
no,
that's not your.
you
no.
can't do that.
This is
You
we're
can't
gonna
do that.
give you one marshmallow, but we're taking 2 marshmallows away. That's not.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
The Trump administration is debating allowing Tencent to keep its gaming assets. Brother. This is something that they have really been toying with since Trump's first administration. I mean, I remember when during COVID he had toyed with this idea. Riot actually had a momentary, like, legitimate freak out about their future because they were sniffing around kind of making Tencent divest and all this stuff. Now they are sniffing around this once more. Of course, the Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S. has been reviewing Tencent's investments since at least the first Trump administration, like we said, when they acquired Supercell, who makes, of course, Clash of Clans. Cepheus, which is what we'll call that, was split on whether they wanted to force them to divest or simply introduce data protections. No decision was ever made back then. Oh.
It's a really hard choice. Should we let those evil Chinese steal the data just like everybody else does?
Just like we
or
are.
could we just give data protections to everyone?
On the week where Meta's fucking Meta glasses or whatever have been basically confirmed to be sending live feeds to different data centers in Africa of anything all the time, whether you want to or not. We are deeply concerned about the Chinese having our data. That's what we're concerned about.
The Chinese government is going to know what you buy on Amazon. Pervert.
Pervert.
They're going to know that I'm buying Apple.
They're going to know I'm buying a 2-pack of Mise-en snail repair cream.
Yeah.
And it's going to be over for me.
They're going to kill you.
They're going to kill me. They're going to poison my snail repair cream.
They're going to poison your cream. I don't understand. I think there's this is a broader conversation that we do not need to have. But there is something about American exceptionalism that I feel like people don't talk enough about, which is that it has implied that every single thing that any person does is important or meaningful. Like, by which I mean, is it a violation of privacy if somebody else figures out that you are buying snail cream on the computer? Sure. Are you gonna die because people know what snail cream you buy on the computer?
Probably not.
No, but if the CCP gets it, then who knows what'll happen next?
Exactly. And I think if we got to the point where everyone was like, and it's so funny because we are already at the point, right, where that information is as accessible as it could be to literally anybody in this country.
We know and have always known, but now officially, legally, technically know that the phone listens to you and every single word that is said within a 10-foot radius 24/7.
Yeah.
And that's from an American company.
And it's just, it's so dumb. I think people have they think their lives are so, there is so much secrecy about the ways that they are moving when it's like, no. You're not, no. Do not even freaking worry. Because the stuff that you're voluntarily giving away is so much worse than this imaginary fear crime that is going to happen to you to invade your privacy past what you are voluntarily giving, or they are passively capturing from you already. Like, none of this is whatever. It's not really a fully formed thought, but
well, I mean,
it's
obviously Oracle's purchase or ownership of TikTok has just gone well from the jump. Like,
yes,
no data concerns, no censorship, nothing. Like, don't worry about it.
No, of course not.
It's of course not. I mean, this is just xenophobia and American exceptionalism. I've thought about American exceptionalism a lot this week, and I was deeply chilled, actually, which is weird because it's I feel like I've seen a version of this a million times, but for whatever reason, this got me. An interview between, I believe it's a Fox News reporter and an Iranian official who is basically just going like, well, like, aren't you afraid of this war continuing and U.S. invading Iran? And the Iranian official is like, if y'all come in on foot, you're gonna get your fucking shit kicked in. Like, you're gonna lose and you're gonna retreat and you're gonna get a ton of people killed. And the reporter was so confused and flabbergasted because Americans have no fucking sense of history. They have no fucking sense of the world. They have no curiosity about anything outside themselves. I'm speaking to like the royal shitty America, not you, dear listener. I know you're curious about the world, or at least I hope you are. Um, but like whatever about that conversation, but it got me, and it's just like we are fundamentally stupid. I mean, I think it is cruel and silly, but it is also just stupid. And I think it is I think this is like connected, right? I mean, like it's all connected to, well, we have to control all of this stuff because we're the best at doing it. We have no ulterior motives, of course. Like of course we're not going to install our own kind of surveillance. Like of course, like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's just taking advantage of and fear mongering based off of people's extremely viable concerns about data security.
Totally.
And then the flip side of the American exceptionalism, because I don't think American exceptionalism on a per citizen basis is like an interesting idea.
Right.
But the idea of it for the company and the government side, I do find interesting, which is
Yeah.
like we have excluded ourselves from any conversation that could ever concern you.
Right. Yeah.
And now we own TikTok and it's going great.
And it's going great. No one's complained about it yet, and no problems have been seen with it yet. What?
What is TikTok?
What is it? What do you mean? It's like Instagram.
What is it? Oh, it's
But
okay.
there are no photos though. Well, actually, there are photos too.
There's photos.
That's a little bit different.
Yeah, they have photos now.
They have photos.
There's photos now.
There's some
They're
photos now. They are shoppable. I will say the instances of ads and sponsored content, oof, that has increased in frequency by quite a lot, I'll say. It's like every 3 videos now. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, yeah, you have the little sponsored tag at the bottom, and it's like, oh, that's like a real ad. But then every other one is also like, this is a real one, but also to buy this tank top. There's even one,
really
and I almost reported it. Because
To
I'm like,
who?
That's a great question. It doesn't matter,
what?
right?
To who?
He was selling tank tops, and he's going through the colors, and he just starts by going, semen. You know?
That's so funny.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that great? So,
What's the
Nick, you're
next
really
story?
looking forward to episode 101, huh? Or we're just having a
I'm
fun
really
time?
looking forward to episode 101.
All right, well, I hope-
talk about cool logos. You know,
I hope everyone built a big PC port, big PC to support all the cool PlayStation games that have been coming out for it and will continue to come out for it. Wait. I'm being told that they have completely changed their mind on putting first-party single-player titles on PC. This was a big shift in their strategy from a few years ago when they're basically like, yeah, we're going to put a bunch of our first single-player stuff up on PC. And now their whole plans have shifted again, and they're not going to do that. Now, they'll obviously still put things like this week's Marathon and the upcoming Marvel Tokon across multiple platforms, but single-player titles like Ghost of Yote will remain exclusive on PlayStation 5, which was almost shocking to me because, like, that seems so late in the game to go,
yeah, no, that
no,
game
we're not making one.
That
It's
game
like,
has to be close.
like
So, like,
it's
why?
weird. Like, they're not
But
putting
then why do
Saros
this?
on there, right? And it's like, okay, but that's not out yet. But Ghost of
Sure,
Yote's
but
been
I'm
out.
sure that also wasn't that far. Like, this is
Right.
They don't seem to
I
plan
can-
to put them on PC though. That's part of
Right.
what this was talking about with like, I mean,
I think they made this choice a while ago.
my favorite quote from the Bloomberg.com article is
Yes.
Sony's plans are constantly shifting, which is
That's
something
good.
that you want to hear for a multi-billion-dollar
Yeah.
company. And the issue is like you don't know when a game is going to come to PC after it's coming on PS5. You don't know what the quality
Right.
of the port will be. Is it similar? Is it going to be the base game? Is it going to be so long that all the DLC and shit is included? So I'm
Mhm.
like, even if Soros came out tomorrow, I would believe that they hadn't started the PC port at all.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
And
fair.
but maybe they did. But maybe they did. It's
Yeah.
just it seems like they are just making decisions like day by day,
Yeah.
which is a great way
Um,
to run a company.
Which is a great way to run a company. Some money is better than no money, folks.
Some money
We say it every week.
is better than no money.
I'm actually I think I'm on the other side of this.
You think no money
Than
is
y'all.
better than some money?
No,
You went to
not that
business
part.
school.
No, not that
Well, that's
part.
why he doesn't know.
Not this.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, Otis. That's so
He
true.
does know. However, if you've been to business school, yeah, I just take all that shit. Oh,
He left. He's gone. He's
Well-
sad. He's sad because we talked about minicore too much.
Listen. Here's what I'm saying. When I think about the added expense of having teams to port to PC, and they
especially
don't, and they don't,
Yeah,
yeah,
especially now,
and
'cause you
they
don't
and they
have the
look at the
studio
and they look at the fucking landscape and they go, okay, we got to put these beefy boys, these games that are pushing the limits of our own hardware, over on PC. How much does this really make sense for us to do if we know we're not getting the kind of population playing on PC that we get on PlayStation 5? I kind of get it. I think especially for things where maybe that, I don't know how they do
it would make
development
sense if they
there,
hadn't
but
already done it. Because now
I-
you just
I-
look really fucking
right,
stupid.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Because
think
you are really fucking stupid.
it does seem a little bit silly and slapdash to make these changes like so haphazardly and quickly, because in 3 years I can make the argument that if the PC pricing stuff like settles down, it'll make more sense for them to start doing this again, and because Xbox has contracted in certain ways, and that seemed really interesting to me. They could kind of own this more multi-platform space in a lot of ways, but like they're choosing
Wouldn't
not
it
to.
make more sense if you just had an established cadence of releasing the video game on PlayStation 5, giving it 1 calendar year to 18 calendar months, and saying, and then it will come out on the personal computer.
To me, I think announcing that that you now have no hard and fast rule. It would seem wishy-washy, but it's like, why wouldn't you just do that? If fucking Soros comes out and it makes $600 million,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you throw a chunk of that at a PC port?
That's
and
what
then
I'm saying. Like,
make
it
some of that money?
doesn't.
Like, I don't know. To me, it's like, I think it would be okay for you to say, we're going to take this by case by case basis.
By case.
When in doubt, if you already own a PlayStation 5, you should buy it for PlayStation 5 because we don't know when we're going to have it on PC. And it invites people to go, well, if you're really fucking psyched about this game and you don't want to wait a year to figure out if we're even going to port it, then you should buy a PlayStation 5. Like, but the idea that they're going to create like a fucking killer app or like a drive to like, oh my God, I've got to get a PlayStation for this specific game.
No,
Like,
so,
it feels
and
like
that's
that
why
ship
I'm
has
like,
sailed in a lot of ways. So
but that's
yeah,
why I'm like, some money is better than no money, because
it depends
all
on how
this
much
is
it
going.
costs to make that money. But yeah,
Sure, but like all this is going to turn into is that now nobody is going to buy Girl of War. You know, on the personal computer.
You think they're gonna put a girl in there?
Yeah, they're making a
Oh,
spin-off.
Lotus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're making a
making
spin-off.
the third one. Everyone, oh my God, I was so pissed when I saw this story because everyone
Yeah.
that I had spoken to was like, "It's not God of War. It's not God of War." I had multiple
it
people
is.
to my fucking face.
Yep, to your
Tell
face.
me,
Yep.
it's not God of War. It's not God of War. It's God of War. It's just about woman. It's about
Yeah, it's about
Atreus' mom.
It's about Trace's mom. Yeah.
The
Which
dead
is like,
ones?
Woman.
well, it's just
The
like,
dead one,
why,
yeah.
why would I give a shit about someone they've thrown a fucking pyre in the first 10 minutes of the game? You know what I mean? Like,
It's
like
about
get
her.
good. Like, get good. You know what I mean?
I
Maybe you
wouldn't
shouldn't have been a woman in a franchise, idiot.
Yeah, like
Exactly,
yeah,
idiot.
you're abroad living in Kratos' world. Like,
Yeah,
you
come
know,
on. Whose fault is
you
that?
know, whose fault is that?
But like, I don't know. I don't know.
It doesn't
I
make
don't know.
any
I feel
sense.
like, yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. And I think something that I am realizing literally over the course of the last handful of weeks is that there is maybe no point in trying to pick through the teeth of Sony Computer Entertainment. Because
I do think they make a new decision every week. It's like a
Yeah.
rotating. It's like musical chairs or something, and just whoever gets to
Like,
the chair gets to
because-
talk this week.
which
Exactly.
is by the way also expensive.
More
Yes, that's
expensive
it.
than doing something
Changing your
slightly
mind
less
all
bad.
the time
Yes.
is expensive. Like,
And
so
that's why I'm
in that
like-
regard, I am kind of like, you know, I'm sure they regret making it a super hard and fast. Like, yeah, we're going to be doing this. So, like, you know, you don't have to buy a PlayStation
I feel like
5
they didn't even
to get a
say
God of War.
everything.
They didn't
That's
say
the
everything.
thing.
They didn't
Now,
say everything.
They went from sometimes to literally none of the time, and now they look like
Well, but it's not even
idiots
true
if they
because
exactly.
But that's not even
because they
true
can
because Death Stranding 2, which is
Yes,
not
will be
made by
still-
them,
They don't
but
have
published by
control,
them.
but it
Published by
looks
them.
like them.
Yes,
And
and that's why
Kane
I'm
S.
saying,
Scars
like-
of Cosmora, also published by them. Those are going to come out for PC as well. So,
But, like,
I don't know.
no one has made. They could have just stayed with where they were at.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
They,
Yeah,
they
and-
like,
could
it
have
could- they
codified
could
it
have-
better too, and I think that would be smarter. Like
Yes.
we want to say, oh well, you know, the console exclusivity thing, it's so brilliant. Look at Nintendo, the only people who've ever done it correctly, and it's
Yeah.
like a PlayStation is not a Nintendo machine, but it's also not a computer. It does live as its own thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know why you wouldn't at least maybe try to think of what Nintendo has done. Where like
Yeah.
I would like if I managed to race up into that musical chair and I got to run PlayStation for the day, I would say, hey, what I would love to do is every first party game comes out, and then at day 365, we make the announcement this is coming to PC, or we don't say anything because we've decided it's not. And then
Yeah.
one calendar year, 365 days after that, it comes out.
Yeah.
And it's full price and it never goes on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't want to buy a PlayStation 5? Okay, well, how many of our games do you want to play that would then pay for the PlayStation 5? Because that's the math that you do for the Switch as well. That's the math that you did when PlayStation had exclusives that anybody gave a fuck about. I want to play 5 games. Those 5 games are $60. That's $300. That's about the price of the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3. Plus it being a Blu-ray player. Okay, I'll get it now. Instead, you have a bad computer that plays Blu-rays and Netflix that lives under the TV, which is nice, and you can put every single game that you would want to play on the computer on that thing if you feel like it, or if you're the type of person who prefers to play on a console. But you could just also not do that because you need a computer to be alive anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
So you could just build a nicer one.
Yeah.
In theory, not currently, but in
Not
currently,
currently.
but
so,
in theory.
so I do. The
I do
other
like
part
this,
of this,
shit
right?
is connected. Like, I
Right,
don't know.
because the other part of this, right, is that like, okay, say Sony does have to increase the price of the PS5 by another $50 in order to cover RAM.
Yeah,
right,
Can they
if
afford?
they-
Can they afford to do this shit? I don't know.
Well, that and also like being like, okay, well, all of the things that you want to play are on the PlayStation, and you don't need to worry about building a PC because the games are only going to be here. Is a completely valid way to move, but it is just like the game is already made. The easiest part about making a video game is porting a video game
Right.
at this point in time. So like to come out and be like, we're never doing it again, as opposed when you were already currently in a situation where we sometimes do it, it seems goofy because now
Yeah.
people are just annoyed with you. But
Yeah.
it also just seems like, I think Lotus's musical chairs analogy is so great because literally the person in it next week could be like, we're going to spend another $15 million on Marathon. Like we're leaning all the way in on Marathon now.
In 11 months, if mysteriously that is the exact moment that the AI bubble bursts and all prices return to normal or lower, And
Yeah.
is the new guy in the chair going to be like, actually, having stuff on PC would be really nice now that this
Yes.
is more financially
Right.
viable, and we
Yeah.
would have a larger install base, even though the install base was already pretty large. Selling
Yes.
well by Sony standards
Yeah.
is just fucking horse shit.
Yeah. But also wouldn't, and this is just it's stupid people run businesses. It would be awesome if by the time this bubble burst, they could be like, oh, sick, here's some stuff that you might have missed while you weren't buying anything. And now
Right.
you're about to buy a new PC. Great. That's so sick. Wolverine and Girl of War and Soros are all coming within like back to back to back over the course of 3 months.
I
on,
hope to
on Steam.
God it's called Girl of War.
It's not going to be called Girl of War.
It's not going to be called Girl of War, but it'd be really funny.
She's not a girl, she's a woman.
She's a woman
She's
of
a
war.
woman.
Wow.
She's a woman.
It could be Woman of
Call it
War.
Wow.
Woman of War.
At least it's
War
not taken.
woman. Goddess
Woman.
of War.
Goddess
It's gotta
of
be
War.
Goddess of War,
It's got to
which
be
is
Goddess
fucking
of
dumb.
War, huh?
But is she a
I,
goddess?
I think
or is
it'll
she
just be
regular?
a stupid name, like God of War, the Tales of Matrimony.
Yeah,
Some
great.
fucking
Awesome.
IP
Book it.
bullshit.
Ship it. Ship it.
Ship it. Ship it.
Or they're gonna
ship
pick.
it.
They're gonna pick a regular word, and then it's gonna be colon a God of War story.
I
Right.
actually
Aetherspawn, a God of
I-
War story.
I think this ends kind of even stupider than a lot of what we just talked about because
And
like
we all three are in charge of.
no
computer entertainment?
I
The
just mean, like,
three-headed dragon of
this-
PlayStation.
that'd be really good. I just mean that like they're gonna come out with a few games, and then the one that they're really excited about, like Last of Us 3, they'll just reverse course and be like, we're also gonna put this on PC. Like, I
Yeah.
just think they're giving us this now in order
So
to
they
create...
can have a bad news beat.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, I'm
They
like,
love that.
but they love to do, but they love to do it. They're addicted to it. I really like there's some aspect of it where they're like, well, we think it's going to drive people to really start thinking about PS5 exclusives again, but they're not thinking about like any other part of it that makes them look like kind of fucking stupid.
Foolish.
Because to me, it's like, no, I don't think they look at Goddess of War or The Last of Us 3 like doing gangbusters and going.
Of War.
What? Girl of War?
Girl of War. We can't. I don't like Goddess of War more than I like Girl of War. So
Okay,
I
Girl
think
of
we
War.
have to
It's Girl of War or Last of Us 3. It's like if they get halfway through, or even the fucking Intergalactic game. Like, I'm just not convinced that doesn't come out and it does gangbusters, and in 9 months after it comes out, they go, yeah, we'll put it on PC, and then
Can you
like
imagine
it's another
putting
cycle.
Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC because you just don't
Right.
feel like it.
They just don't feel like it.
Like,
It's funny.
Uh,
I
but
don't know. It is.
if they
crazy.
give us a Game of the Year award, we'll put it on PC.
We'll put it on there. We'll put it on PC.
how
I
long
don't
do you
know.
think it takes for GTA to get to personal computer?
Oh, not.
They've
Not-
said they
I
have
thought it was
not said
coming
a
out on the PC.
goddamn nope. It's Xbox and PlayStation only.
9 months.
9 months?
No. That's too short.
I think it's some time.
You think
think
they'll
it's
do
like-
like
you think
3
it's like
years
18
and
months
launch it
or
with
like
a
2
new
years?
online kind of situation or DLC, blah blah blah.
Oh, they
So-
got to launch with online, right?
Well, yeah, because that's where the money comes from.
That's where the money comes
That's where
from.
the money comes from. But the way that all these fucking companies think now, if they're going to do something with live services, it has to have the
Yeah.
long tail. So
For
it comes
sure,
out,
and-
and then 9 months later, online comes out. And then 9 months after that, a small DLC comes out.
And
Something like
they when they did 5, I can't believe I brought GTA 6 up. When they
I
released
can.
5,
You're gonna be
this is
there
my most
day one in
anticipated
line.
game. I will be in
No,
line.
no,
day one.
Nikki. I thought about this last week. I'm gonna be playing it the
Yeah,
day it
of
comes out.
course. I can't wait to eat that trash.
And Lotus, you have
I
our permission to kill us both. So
You'll be sitting side by side, and I'll be
Yeah.
behind you like a proctor, and I have the cattle gun.
you just have it.
If at any point in time this machine detects that your endorphin levels have dropped below nominal amounts,
Look at the trick I just.
no, if it drops too low,
No, too low.
man,
too
this
low.
map sucks. You're gone.
You're
Dead.
It's
gone.
over.
Dead.
That's
You
fair.
have to be having a good time.
That's funny.
With 5, they already delayed online. So I do think that there is a world where they're like, yeah, no, it's single player for 6 months, gang. Fucking have fun. Meet me in
maybe
April or June.
Don't you think?
And
I kind of think that's where the delay came from.
It's to
the
shore
online
up
side.
online.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Who knows?
I
don't
thought
know.
map just too big. And also something that I saw someone point out, which made me laugh because I hadn't thought of it, is how do you make a map with interesting verticality out of Florida? And it's that you fake it, and the north of the map is just Appalachia.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what they did in GTA 5, right? Like at a certain point,
It's
they were
just
like,
funny.
okay, well, Los Angeles stops, and then it immediately is the Central Valley. It's not. It's not how it goes. But if your interpretation of it is this, so I don't know. It's my I can't wait. I'm actually recording this from the Best Buy line. I'm the first person here. And I can't wait.
Can't wait. Listen, Microsoft's new Xbox czar, Asha Sharma, went on Twitter. Or, excuse me, X the Everything app.
Thank you.
To announce the development of a new Xbox console.
That's not what she did.
Project
You want to
Helix.
try again?
She announced it formally.
No, can you try one more time?
What did she do? Here's what she tweeted. Okay.
It's like when K-pop groups do a logo motion for their comeback. And it's just the same thing, but it's like a little pointier.
Yeah.
She said, great start to the morning with Team Xbox, where we talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the code name for our next generation console. Project Helix will lead in performance and play your Xbox and PC games.
And PC?
And PC. Looking forward to chatting about this more with partners and studios at my first GDC next week.
That's embarrassing. So, a handful of things. The meeting was, can you come pick the name? We've made 15 of these videos. Can you just pick the one you like the most?
You just pick the one you like. Yeah.
And then that was the good meeting that they had.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then there's nothing here. This is like not a story. Like, it's a story.
We need to analyze the name.
We already knew that whatever they were going to do next was going to be basically a Windows machine that plays Xbox games and PC games. Yes. We already knew this.
This is not.
I
can't and I think there is something so. It's frankly embarrassing, I think, about this space, where I watched so many people be like, the new Xbox was announced. No, it wasn't. It literally wasn't.
Crucially, it wasn't.
It was not. The thing that you saw was someone spent 8 minutes in After Effects and whipped up a motion graphic. Like, over the course of a morning, that was their task, and they did it.
Yeah.
You, all of the information that you were given is information that is public knowledge.
Yes.
And is also obvious. Like, even if you were stepped away and didn't have the information, like, watching people who, like, obviously I am anticipating hold water for Microsoft, the Genocide Corporation, and not hold water for Microsoft, like, who I would assume are not holding water for Microsoft, the Genocide Corporation, being like, the new Xbox got announced, is like, no, it didn't. Like, it didn't. Remember 2 weeks ago when you were like, this woman was running Instacart a second ago?
Yes.
And then you were like, there's no way she's going to run video games. And now because she showed you a motion graphic, you're like,
wow, we're back, baby. We're back, baby. The
what
return of she
about?
said the word. No, but Nikki, no. Listen, first of all, I'm
in
tired
her email.
of your. I'm tired. Both of you. You need to come correct. Okay.
I'm really sorry.
Y'all are being anti-feminist.
Yeah, true.
Okay. You're not giving this.
Is there a problem with that now?
This woman a chance. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. She is clearly qualified. Okay.
Yes, has to be.
Okay.
As everyone is for such a position.
Everyone is for such a position. Please. She said the return of Xbox. So I think we can be excited about this.
Jeff Epstein, the banker?
The financier.
I think I would have heard if Xbox was returning.
I think I would have heard if Xbox was returning.
But it's also like, I can go. in theory, go buy an Xbox right now. It's
know.
not gone.
It's not gone. It's not
Like,
gone.
No,
you
it's
just
dead.
fucked it up.
It's not
Dead
gone.
console, dead game.
I
my
actually
God.
think
Broken ass marriage.
from a marketing communication perspective, it is so interesting to me that they have decided to nuke from orbit the architect of modern Xbox and presumably his successor,
Yeah.
and then turn around and say it's the return of Xbox. There
It's
are layers of this that
for
are
sure.
like
So we're
insulting and stupid and weird and like just like
out of touch with reality.
It's completely out of touch with reality. It's a really, because this is, I mean, to Nikki's point, is not a console announcement. This is a marketing. This is a piece of
Also,
marketing.
your new CEO shouldn't be allowed to tweet for at least a month.
I agree.
no. Like
I
like
agree.
if I would have more respect for this if the
Right.
framing was I had a bunch of great conversations at GDC about our upcoming console, which we have codenamed Project Helix.
And all you had to do is wait 2 weeks to post that. That's it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's it.
It's not.
Maybe get a group photo,
it's
get in a
not this-
group photo.
That's
Right.
what, like, you, and it's you get everyone and
It's
their
so
fucking
easy.
mom in this. This shit is not difficult,
It's
but
not hard.
instead everyone and their mom is like, no. Listen. The graphic is done right now.
Yeah, we can do it.
The graphic is done
It's
now,
done.
so we can post it now. And it's like,
Listen,
no,
Miss
like,
Sharma,
let
there
the
was
woman-
kind of like a mixed response to what you posted, even though you said the AI slap thing. Once people found out, so I think we can really, just get some ground back if you
Yeah.
reveal our next console with the logo motion for Project Helix.
I just don't understand.
It's not
And,
PR
like,
is really
listen,
easy.
It's really
PR is a
fucking
lot
easy.
easier than people make it, for
It's
sure.
really
It's a lot
You just-
easier.
the thing
than
is that you
people
just-
make it.
The thing is that you typically just hire, and I'm sorry, people with holes in their brain that like
every time.
like it's really weird. It's like I've been watching a lot of ER. They showed someone the other day that had a hole in his brain. I'm like, this feels like
Yeah.
every PR person in major games. It's
It's
like
not-
it's just, you have no feel for the fucking, you have a degree and you have a background in startup based PR, which doesn't matter. Like a big startup
Yes.
tech
No,
company,
it's
like
not real.
PR and doesn't matter. But in games, I actually think it matters a lot. Actually,
Yeah.
like
And
I
the
know that
correct answer is always to not say anything.
the correct answer
every time.
95% of the time is to say nothing. It's to say nothing.
Yeah.
Just
Let
say
the work
nothing.
speak for itself.
Have your PR
Yes,
person
and if-
decide, do you have a nice personality? And if the answer is no, you never get to talk.
You never get to
Yeah, you
talk.
don't get to talk. And it's actually so fine that you don't get to talk because
It's
the
so,
the
you're
alternative,
working.
right?
You're working.
you're-
like at
you're
some point,
working.
this is my most 40-year-old quality, but it's like at some point I look at Asha Sharma and I go, "What's your job?
Yeah,
like
Harada.
what are you doing all day? If you send a tweet in the middle of your workday, I think you're a fucking bum." Like that's basically what I think. Like it is crazy to me where I'm just like, I've turned into such a boomer like overnight with this shit. Where it's like, I understand that your consumer base is there frothing over
Right.
this, but it's like, I
Or
don't
at
want
least
to hear
pretend to
from
have
you,
a brand
Asha
account.
Sharma.
At least
Yeah,
pretend
like
it's a brand account, and your fucking secretary, whose job is to tweet for you once a week, is the
Yeah.
person posting it.
But
Yes.
like that's what Major Nelson's job was.
right.
And like
Right.
like ostensibly, like if you had
And he
a
was
person
good at
whose
it.
jo-
And now they've made it.
Yes.
Now, like, here's the thing. They've also made his role and him so big and weird. It's like, no. You could have just kept giving him more money every year to do the thing he was good at.
Yes, but now but they threw him in the garbage, and
Yes,
they said
yeah.
actually we'll have no, like from a person protection standpoint.
Right.
What they have done is they have said, yes, you brown woman with a funny last name and a funny first name, you're actually going to be in charge of video game brand now. and
be the
everyone is
face
going
of
to
the
love
brand
you,
forever.
and you're going to be the face of the brand
Forever.
forever, and
And they
everyone's gonna
already
feel-
don't like us
and
for
they
several different
already
reasons.
yes,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be so sick for you. We're gonna put you out in as many situations as possible, and you're gonna be the face of the Xbox brand.
Yeah.
Why?
Xbox deserves this. That's why.
Xbox deserves this. Xbox deserves this. It's the
Her name's
funniest-
not funny. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
It was the addition of and a funny first.
Yeah, I know.
I thought about it, and I was like, well, it's not just the last name that's gonna incite harassment for her.
But
It's
Lotus
also
is
the
right.
first name.
It was you turning, like, it was you driving around the block and then coming back and being like, and a funny first name for that matter. Like, I think it was that I was like, okay, well, but I knew what you meant. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. This Xbox's whole deal is getting weirder. And by the way, go to nogamesforgenocide.com and you can sign up for a pledge right now that says you either do not cover anything Xbox related or you commit to giving this kind of disclosure every single time you report on Xbox. They're complicit in the continued genocide that is happening in Gaza. And
probably the new one.
and
Also,
probably
And
the
probably
new
the
one.
new one.
Probably
So
the
that's
new
good.
one and a
The
bunch of
second
ice
one. And ice.
stuff.
Yep.
And it's
Yeah,
like
nice.
they've just got
Easiest boycott in the world.
they've got their
Yeah.
easiest boycott in the fucking world, folks.
It doesn't matter if you go on the product side or the strictly moral side. Easiest boycott in the world,
Easy.
folks. That's what they're
Easy.
calling it.
Easy. Let's do one more story. This one made me laugh hard.
I can't believe.
Kalshi,
I
which
can.
is the which is the Polymarket competitor, the alternative to Polymarket and other
It's the
betting.
Pepsi of.
It's the Pepsi of
It's
the
the
Pepsi
Pepsi of what is it called? The prediction
of prop
markets.
bets, prediction markets. Yeah, basically. They did enlist last year a 15-year-old gamer called Verted, VERT 1D, to do some paid promotion for Kalshi. Very briefly, yeah. Listen, I don't make it a habit to make fun of children on this website. I mean, on this podcast, but yeah, the image that Ethan Gatch published over on the Kotaku article is quite funny. Yeah, September 2025, Kalshi did sign a 15-year-old up to do some cool affiliate stuff for Kalshi, and then
Read the line.
they had to reverse course on it. Who wants to take a stab at what was said in the
You clearly want to do it.
email?
Why even
All
try
right.
to involve us?
Just take it.
A Kalshi employee did reach out to Verted to say,
This is why we can't have him do scam text theater, because he's not good at it.
I'm not good at it. Yo, brother. Legal team confirmed we can't work with minors RN. Kind of sad, TBH. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. But yeah, Kalshi CEO and Polymarket CEO Shane Copeland. If you don't know, they're both basically two young billionaires who hate each other. There's a new NPR piece out about it. I read a little bit of it today. You should go read it. It's very, very funny. These two, will these two websites exist in a year? What do y'all think?
Yeah, what? We're
You
not
think
getting
so?
rid of these until...
I don't think
Until-
Kalshi has enough money.
Kalshi may not have enough money, but it's got
And
that
it is
Giannis
the whole
Giannis
thing.
Antetokounmpo money. It's got that Giannis money.
Who's Giannis, Lotus?
Yeah, who's Giannis Antetokounmpo?
What's he
A
do?
name that long, gotta be a basketball player.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Where's he from?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Piedmont,
he
North
from?
Dakota.
Ooh, good guess. One more.
Yeah,
Toronto.
Lotus, you're really close. No,
Toronto is
he's-
legitimately a good shout. He's from
Yeah.
Greece.
He's from Greece. He's from
Oh, okay.
Athens. Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't guess on name in this
No.
great nation.
The
Well,
really
and
funny,
Canada.
the really funny thing about Giannis is that he keeps insisting that his brothers get added to the teams he's on, even though they're not very good.
Yeah. Which is, listen, good grift if
It's
you can get
good
it.
for him. It's a good grift if you can get it. It's a good grift. Oh God, Lotus, you have
I just
posted.
wanted they said that this
Wowie.
Verted child was doing the sponsorship on his X.com account, so I just wanted to look at it really quick. His bio, 15-year-old, broke,
Holy
don't take sponsored
shit.
deals. His banner, gaming alpha, gaming edits, Web3 gaming, gaming reviews, and gaming guides. And y'all, if you were looking at what Web3 game to pick up, he has made the ultimate Web3 gaming tier list based only on gameplay, although it is all the way from April 7th, 2025, so it could be a little bit out of date. Most of those games
That's
probably don't exist
crazy.
anymore.
Not, but like folks, like this is a lot of games that he's put in this tier list.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, we're talking like 50 games.
Well, some of these might be browsers.
They could be.
Based on the
Jesus
logos.
Christ. That is crazy. Anyway, I just wanted to read Yo Brother Legal Team confirmed we can't work with minors right now.
Really important too.
Really,
right now it just says RN. Like this is obviously typed out on Discord.
So funny. It's really good. All right, that's the news for this week. We played some stuff though. Do we want to tackle Pokopia first? I feel like we ought to do that. I think that is maybe game of the week. Pokemon Pokopia came out, and if you are looking for an Animal Crossing Dragon Quest Builders like game with Pokemon, this is it. Nikki, I want to hear from you, but I have to tell you, I have almost openly wept twice playing this game, which is really weird. Because I'm not a Pokemon person, but I am deeply charmed by this game, and I want to know what you think.
So I think this video game is a testament to the heart of the intellectual property. That I think is currently lost by the people who are actually most frequently
I agree
in
with you
charge
completely. Yes.
Which again, right? Like I just went to that Pokemon Go event a couple of weeks ago, which I don't think I actually like talked about as much as I should have. But as dystopic as that was, mostly because it was thousands of people walking around phone, like looking down at phone while outside.
Go is tough.
And Pokemon Go is maybe one of the worst video games I've ever played. And I don't like, tough. I say that a lot. I understand, but I actually mean it when I say, I think Pokemon Go is maybe one of the worst video games I've ever played. There's just like mechanically bereft, ideologically bereft, stylistically bereft. Like the only thing that has any semblance of design is the Pokemon in it, but no other part of the game has been touched by adult eyes. But one of the coolest things that event showed me was that this is legitimately an all ages thing in a time where I do not actually think that there are very many all ages intellectual properties. Like I think it's like Star Wars to the detriment of Star Wars, but like I think it's like Star Wars and Mocky Mouse and Marvel and Pokemon are things that like are telling stories for every person across the thing. And I do think Pokemon is doing it better than the other IP that I mentioned, but there is something there. There were parents with their kids. Their parents were excited that their kids were there. Their kids were excited that their parents were there. They were all catching Pokemon together. There were people like shouting across the Rose Bowl when a shiny would come up, like
cute,
bringing into the physical this thing that has previously only existed digital is the only good thing about Pokemon Go. It's a shame that the game is what it is. The thing that I think works the best about Pokopia is that it is so far removed from the trappings of it being a Pokemon game. It is a video game that happens to have Pokemon in it. So it does play the hits, right? Like every song you hear has like a Pokemon Center theme leitmotif. It's got the evolution song leitmotif. Like it's got the like Route 1 song like kind of kicking in the beginning during the tutorialization. Like it is formatted like a Pokemon game where you meet this Pokemon professor, except it's a Tangrowth. Like all of the beats, right, of what you would expect a Pokemon game are there, except because there are no people, it is just a game about building community as a
With
member of
Pokemon.
community.
Yeah.
Yes. Which, like, okay, is a story that I think has been told many times. And I think there's something about Animal Crossing that never quite enmeshes you here, because you are, at the end of the day, a human in a
You're
town
a human
full of
and
lizards.
full of animals.
Like,
Yeah.
you are the person
And
who's
you're
not supposed to
literally
be
the
there.
mayor and can terraform
Yes,
multiple
exactly.
places.
Yes,
Sure.
God
exactly.
has
Like,
given you dominion over the animals
Right.
in a way
Exactly.
that you've never had before.
Yes.
right. And that is it is so not the situation here.
No.
You are basically as Ditto, who is looking for their human trainer for sure.
Which
Yeah, no, I'm sure fucked you right up when
was
you figured out
tough.
what was. Yeah, no,
like right
absolutely.
away was
Yes,
tough
it's off
for
the
me.
rip.
I was like,
Yeah,
hey, I knew what this game was,
yeah.
but I was just like, I thought it was just kind of funny that he was a Ditto.
No, it's a leftovers.
I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
it's tough. It's a
it's
weird
it's
game.
a leftovers.
Yeah.
The leftovers.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
that show
the
on
leftovers.
HBO was called.
Yes. Yeah.
It's one of those stories, right? So except you have the agency, right, to begin rebuilding,
Yes.
literally rebuilding these communities and bringing life back to an otherwise barren landscape.
Yeah.
And yes, you do have the ability to terraform and
You
like
do.
change the world around you, like in God.
The vibe is really different, though. It's
But the vibe
different.
Yeah.
is like, I've put enough grass down that Charmander feels comfortable enough to
That's-
come back
yeah.
to live here,
Right. Yeah.
which is
Love
different than
Viva
Animal.
Pinata.
Yes,
Yeah, it is Viva
I
Pinata.
love
It's
Viva
a
Pinata.
lot like this. Yes.
which is decidedly different from Animal Crossing, where you walk into your office where you have your lapdog and say, I need to move this bitch's house because it's too close to the river.
I'm gonna
I
create
wanna
kind of
put
a
a
poverty
building here.
situation because this
Yeah.
guy's ugly and maybe
He's
he'll leave
ugly.
eventually.
Yeah. And it's like this game does not incentivize that kind of behavior at all, because at the end of the day, you are a Pokemon trying to build the world back up for your fellow Pokemon. I am not very far in. I'm maybe 6 hours in. I wanted to play much more of it last night, but I did not, and I played some of it today. I think it's excellent. Like I think
really
mechanically it feels really good. It feels like I want Animal Crossing games to feel like every
100%.
single time.
100%.
There's none of the horse shit where, like, in early Animal Crossing you're kind of running around and you're like, oh well, I'm immediately confined because my pockets are too fucking small, or because like I don't actually know where to go, or like I don't.
Or I
know how
can't
to
do
pick-
this now because I can't do it during these hours.
Yes,
I
I have
decided
to
to
wait
pick up
until
this
tomorrow.
game at 9 p.m. and in real time I can't do fucking jack shit because of all this other stuff. And this
Yeah.
game doesn't do that.
No, and which is not to say it does not do that, which is also not to say that there isn't time gated stuff. Right?
There-
Like
there
I
are
started
constraints,
before
yes.
before the podcast, I was like, okay, it's time to build a house, and they were like, okay, the house will be done at 57 after the hour. I said, great, it'll be done by the time I turn the video game back on. And I know just from talking to people who were in the review process and who have played more than I have, like some of that stuff is longer, right? Like some of those timers are longer, but it is for bigger stuff like rail networks or like electricity systems, et cetera, et cetera. So it tracks it makes sense. But while there is always something to do in Animal Crossing,
Always.
I so frequently felt like I was running out of shit to do.
Yep.
And I am so sure that you get to a point in this game where you will run out of stuff to do. But because you have such a robust number of ways that you can affect the world off the rip, you always can be like, oh, okay, well, like while that house is building, I guess I could start to figure out what this, like, if I wanted to build a river channel through here, do I want to start to build little beds for the folks that are already living in the grass, or do I want to kind of move them over so that I can build more flowers, which will attract a different set of Pokemon in a different habitat? I don't know. I think I need to play much more of it, but because it is not made by Game Freak, it has a lot more ideas about what Pokemon can be. in a way that I think is really, really delightful.
There's a moment early on where you get Squirtle first,
Yes.
who teaches you how to water stuff.
In the
And then
worst, in the worst spray pattern I think I've seen in a video game. It would be
I
better
don't
if
understand
it was.
It's a cross.
It's a
that's in
cross.
front of you, right?
And you water the center, and it waters the center, left, right,
And
up,
then
and down.
yes, it is odd.
Why
yes.
it isn't a 3x3 or even
Couldn't
a
tell
straight
you.
line would be better. Like
Yep,
if it
I
didn't
agree.
have the sides, it would be better. But whatever.
I
Anyway,
agree.
sorry. Continue.
There's a moment where you then unlock Bulbasaur very soon after that. As I am tending to other things, collecting things, exploring the environment, trying to get the habitat right for Charmander to come to the habitat, I witness Squirtle and Bulbasaur kind of light up and meet each other and start running around and chasing each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is one of the sweetest things I've ever seen in a video game. And it's just like, it's so small. And then the second time it kind of hit me is when I eventually built a bed for Bulbasaur, because he's like, I want to sleep, but I'm not really comfortable in the grass. I make him a little straw bed. He falls asleep like a little puppy on the straw. And I was like, this is what I'm not a Pokemon person. And I look at the act that has always been there of we are collecting these fuckers and throwing them into a pit and they're fighting.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And like I was too old to really engage with it, or not even too old, but just too washed
Too cool
to engage with it when I was younger, and I didn't like it. And I was like, okay, so I've had no attachment to that part of this. And the entire time I've watched Pokemon be a thing, be the biggest thing, really, I've had this kind of fundamental like feeling of like, this isn't giving me what I want out of this kind of remarkable selection of well-designed, interesting creatures that I like to look at and listen to and like, be around. But now they're all living together in this kind of harmony and they're grateful. And I get to control their, not control, but I get to provide them a comfort
with a comfort
level
that has been removed from them.
that has been removed from them. And there is something like, I don't know, I feel kind of crazy talking about it, but like deeply nourishing about kind of like having this place to tend to, which is really kind of I was stunned over the past couple of days playing this game and being like, I feel so like full and happy playing this game and moving through its systems because the rewards you're getting are so, I don't know, deeply human in terms of just like, I love watching little critters like get comfortable. Like adopting a dog last year who was deeply uncomfortable about being here and then realizing a couple months in that actually where he's living now is sick and he loves it. Like that's one of the most gratifying things you can do as a person. And this game is kind of giving you that in this weird like drip that feels, one, to Nikki's point, from just a brass tacks mechanical perspective, just feels a lot fucking better than Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And just putting all that in this package that gives you these like constant rewards of these little creatures living in harmony. It's like, I'm kind of blown away by this game, actually. It's weird.
And oh, sorry, Lotus, did you?
No.
I have something to say, but I can go later.
Oh, okay. I think something that because I always threaten to play Minecraft again, and every year I do play Minecraft again. And I always get to the point where I'm like, there's just not enough juice here. And I'm realizing every time I realize, and not because I don't think the video game is good.
Right.
Because the Minecraft is excellent. But I think that my capacity for a my capacity for a self-directed, just do whatever the fuck you want for you kind of story or like modus operandi for a player is kind of like, I don't really want it.
Mine's
I don't
almost
really-
zero, but thankfully I
Yeah.
started playing Minecraft as a small child.
And I think the thing that's so surprising to me is that like I was not that much older than you when I started playing Minecraft, but then I thought like in thinking about this game, I was like, actually, I think I had always had a better time playing Minecraft with other people or watching people play Minecraft than I ever did playing Minecraft by myself.
Yeah.
And I think something that is super sick about this game, about Pokopia, is that the carrot on the stick is making something like tangibly making a lizard's life better.
Right.
Whereas the carrot on the stick in Minecraft, when I was not playing with other people, was like, I mean, I guess I'm gonna go to the Nether. Like, I guess I'm gonna go figure out how to. I guess I'm gonna build. I guess I'm gonna find this mine. I guess I'm gonna go, like, collect all of this stuff. I guess I'm gonna learn how redstone works. Like, which is all really cool stuff and is stuff that I did, but is not as relationship based as a thing that I'm searching for. And I think that's really why I'm such a fan of Pokopia. But I do think that there's something interesting because I do think that the Pokemon Company has understood that there is a gulf between interpretation of like what Pokemon can be and what the games have actually sold people on.
Yeah.
Because like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games are actually pretty close to this with the
Yeah,
ways
that's what
that
I've
the
heard.
Pokemon are interacting
That's what I was
with
thinking
each
of,
other.
yeah.
Yeah, like they are communities of Pokemon that have built themselves and are self-sustaining and self-sufficient, and also you as the player have taken over a Pokemon and are doing things for the other Pokemon in your community. It is not a new idea. Game Freak didn't make that one, but it is not a new idea. But the Pokemon mainline games, with the exception, I think, of Arceus and ZA, are games that are like, yes, your goal is you are the main character in this story. You are the only reason anything is happening. The lizards just so happen to be here. And also, if you were to go away, everything would stop. Arceus and ZA, as they are not perfect video games, but they have threaded they better than any of the other mainline games, threaded the needle on this is an alive place where people are trying to figure shit out actively, and you are also there helping. You are pushing the cart, as it were, but like you can. It is easier to assume that this stuff would happen. Like people are trying to understand what the relationship to these magic lizards is, in a way that like I think Pokopia is like taking that like 150 steps past, and I think it's playing in a really cool space.
Yeah.
Music is good. The first CD I got was for Sutopolis City. Are you kidding me?
Oh, classic.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Instant
like,
classic.
like instant classic. Like and I think that is only a thing, right? Like Pokemon is actually very bad at playing the hits. Like they're really, really fucking bad at playing the hits.
Uniquely terrible, some might say.
Which is so crazy, right? Because it's the biggest IP on the fucking planet.
You could pick a paper out of a hat and it would be a hit. But they seem intent on avoiding them.
On avoiding them.
They made Cynthia a boy. What the fuck is wrong with them?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But this is so... It feels more handcrafted than one of these games has felt in a really long time. It is obsessed with, I think, making the player feel like they are contributing to a community and building something worthwhile. And I'm excited to play more of it in a way that, like, is surprising and shocking to me.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to say, Lotus?
Oh, yeah. It sounds like some amount of someone's at Koei Tecmo who made this game were like, hey... So it seems like kind of in every game, y'all keep making a mini game that is technically meaningless, that is entirely centered around creating a one-on-one relationship with the lizards and loving the lizards and like kind of role-playing that you're friends with the lizards. And it doesn't mean anything, but especially when that game Sword and Shield, which isn't good, came out, something like 50% of the social media posts were Gengar interacting with people in the stupid curry mini game where you sit at the campsite and nothing happens because it's funny.
Yeah.
And then there's like the feeding thing in X and Y. And in every single game, there is an NPC who goes way too long, waxing poetic about how the world is really about the relationships between people and Pokemon. And how are you going to beat me, the champion of all champions? Well, I'm going to test the relationship between you and your Pokemon, a thing that doesn't exist in any of those games.
Yes.
And that maybe that might be important and might be why people like Pokemon. And you just keep not giving it to them.
Yeah. And it's like, the television program is more cool than, like, I don't want to be like, go watch popular television program. But like, John, I actually think if you watched 6 episodes of the television program, you would be a snotty mess.
No. So
it's a nice show.
I want to be clear. No,
Yeah.
I want to be clear. When I was like, I did not play the Game Boy games. I did not collect the cards. I caught enough of the show.
Yeah.
To go, well, those things are fucking cute. And God, I like, how fun. They've got all these like fun, how fun.
They eat their little pellets with
They
their
eat
And
their
hands.
then that plus a lot of, frankly, social content and like discussion about Pokemon have driven me to spend probably $300 American between 10 years ago and now on games that come out. And I go, this might be the one. This might be the one. And every single time I'm like, these fucking games suck. and it's like maybe for what they are, for the people that grew up playing them, it's like they make sense. But to me, fundamentally, I look at this and I go, it's like, honest to God, I look at the thing that everyone, that the mainline games thinks it is. I look at that and I go, this is perverse in a way that I don't enjoy at all.
Sure.
Perverse in several ways, conceptually, and also the mechanics are from 30 years ago and have
They've made
not
the same
changed.
Yeah.
They won't even let you double.
No. And so there is this part of me that has felt insane about this franchise for literally 30 years. And this week, I fired up this game and I was like, I know that it doesn't change what the past 30 years has done. But between me, the relationship between me and this franchise for the past 30 years is unchanged. I know that. But now I'm like, oh, this team at this moment has made the only thing that I'm like, you get what I wanted from this.
And this is how we can trick John into playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky.
Maybe.
And I think
I mean,
really do think,
like,
I think you
genuinely
would like
maybe.
that game quite a bit, John.
Yeah.
I do.
That's my left hand. Right hand to God, I would never ask you to play a Pokemon game, but Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's good. And critically, as you know about me, born in the game with Pokemon. Gen 5 came out, I said, why is it ugly? Why is it boring? Why is it trying to pretend to be an important story when I'm an age?
Yeah.
No one's quite sure.
No one's quite sure. No one to check.
And then I played 6 and I said, really still for children. Then I played 8 and I was like, I'm never going to play one of these ever again because that experience was so bad.
Yeah.
But I will play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon again. And if they put out another one, well, I don't have a Switch, but I would want to play it.
And that's
theoretically,
that's half of it.
From a gameplay perspective, I want to just like touch on this for a second. We already touched about like the overall, like, oh, this feels just better than Animal Crossing. But what I mean by that is like the notifications that you've picked something up, the quality of life things of, oh, I've pulled out the fruit to restore my ability points to keep actually watering and doing my skills. PP? PP.
Yep. Thank you.
To restore my PP?
Yeah, PP meter.
You are just carrying around the fruit and eating them until you are done, until you're satiated. Like, there are just things in this game that look at Animal Crossing fundamentally as a series of systems. Which, by the way, like, I've been playing Animal Crossing again since the Switch 2 update, and like that game is fundamentally impressive and beautiful and wonderful.
Absolutely,
it's wonderful. It's really, really good.
But also in one of them, when you want to pick up 6 things, you have to walk around and spin around like a fucking idiot,
Right.
and press the button every single time. And in this one, they're like, "What if you just were Kirby for a second?
What if you
I
could
don't
Kirby
know.
everything?
Ditto can suck, I guess. Whatever." And I do think that's like it's such an intelligent way.
It's so smart
to play with the ability, like, because nothing that Ditto does
right.
in the game feels dumb. You understand, like, you have a basic understanding. Ditto was one of the first 151. Everyone knows what that pink blob does, and that pink blob can turn into anything it wants.
Yep.
And that's it. That's the only justification that the player needs to understand why Ditto can do anything.
It is almost absurd that this premise has not existed before now, of just like you're playing as a Ditto.
Dedicated to Ditto being ass and shit because he would destroy the precious meta of a Pokemon game, which was invented
of course
30 years ago.
Right. But it's like you've made him, so use him. And it's like this is being used in such a way that feels so beautiful. It's such a really lovely tribute to, I think, the best parts of this franchise. And if you're an outsider who has never liked Pokemon or never even played it, if you like anything that has some sort of open-ended creativity, but also a little bit of a guided experience, like, I think this game is, it's definitely one of my favorite games of the year. The year has not gone on very long, but it's like, this is one of my favorite games I've played in quite a while. Nikki has informed us that they have to squirt saline up their nose, so they'll be right back. I don't know if
I thought you were being funny, and then I tabbed
podcast. Right. I don't know if that was like supposed to be told to you at home, but we are telling you that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying this game.
I'm glad.
It is actually kind of a weirdly beautiful experience, I think. So
that's good.
It's fun.
Pokemon is like very precious to me conceptually.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore. But
sure,
the Pokemon that lives in my head, where you and me are little trainers in the Pokemon world, and we know each other and we have our guys, that's great.
It's fun. Yeah.
That lives in my head.
Yeah. So it's really good. Yeah, if you're lapsed, if you haven't ever been into it, if you have tried and bounced off, there's a lot of Viva Pinata. There's a lot of Dragon Quest Builders, which is also one of my favorite games.
Same engine, I think.
I think so. It feels like
Katana?
it.
I could have made that up.
You could have made that up. But a different kind of open-ended, lots of systems game is Terraria, and I would love for you to talk about your time with that.
There's a lot to Terraria. So part of why I'm playing Terraria is because number one, they have had Terraria is the share of video games where every few years they're like, this is the last one, guys. I'm not going to do this anymore after this. I'm not going to do another world tour. I'm not going to do another huge update that adds basically the entire base game's worth of stuff into the game again. I'm not going to do it again. Relogic did it again.
Yep.
But this is definitely the last one, guys. And the thing is,
definitely
it would be fine if it was, and it would be fine if it was the last one 3 last ones ago. I think this is called the Bigger and Bolder, Boulder, like a rock. And so I wanted to play it for that. I had a really great time playing Terraria, I think end of 2020 going into 2021, or end of 2019 going into 2020, when I was streaming a lot and I had just met like a bunch of my now longtime friends through streaming. We all just so happened to have Terraria. Fun fact, first game I ever bought on Steam, May 2011 for $9.99. And we just no-lifed it for like a month and a bit because COVID times, right?
Yeah.
And so like I have very fond memories of that. And I was like, I kind of want to like start streaming a little more again, but I don't have anything that I want to play on stream. A lot of the games that I play nowadays are not fun to play on stream. And there's, just chatting streams are fun, but I like to do something. And I was like, all these coalesced into doing Terraria again with just like a small handful of friends. And we do, especially me and like one of my best friends ever, Lupin, have done the thing that us two specifically always do for Terraria, which is that he knows, I think, everything about this game that has ever happened. Oh, a lizard!
Oh, it's a barley bear.
We can
What a
also see
sweet
Oldie
baby.
every once in a while on the chair
Yeah,
behind you.
Ollie's
If anyone wanted
chair
to play
behind
I
us.
Spy with Ravioli, he's
Yep.
a blob on the
He's a
chair
little
that you
blob
can
right now.
sometimes discern. There he
Yep,
goes.
he's
There he
squirming
is.
around right now. There he is.
You can see him.
Sweet baby.
So yeah, Lupin knows basically everything about this game, knows how to look things up very quickly, and understands how all the different systems work very well together. Because you look at
Yeah.
Terraria and you go, Minecraft 2D, got it.
Sideways Minecraft.
Sideways
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yep.
However, it has a lot more MMO DNA. It
There's
is
a
just straight up an
lot.
RPG.
There's a lot to this game. Yeah.
Yes, it feels a lot more like an MMO, like this really wild, super duper long RPG, which is maybe partway to what Nikki was saying earlier, kind of what a lot of people secretly want out of Minecraft. And so there's all these mods and all these Mojang fix your fucking game that are just trying to turn Minecraft into Terraria, which it's so clear is a different thing and is not what's good about Minecraft. Just gotta admit it. So yeah, Lupin knows how to do everything, and Bud knows how to fucking reforge armor and throw it in the shimmer and summon bosses from farming the zombies made of blood that only spawn during the blood moon or something.
Blink.
And I run all the way right to the ocean and wake up the fishing guy and build a fishing rod and spend the rest of the game fishing. But luckily, like any MMO inspired, any multiplayer RPG, every kind of little class has been thought of and is at least somewhat viable. So Lupin needs money to reforge his armor, and I make a fuckload of money by fishing, which is just standing still and pressing left click and occasionally building large ponds for me to fish in and getting specific crates from specific biomes, and the blood moon spawns certain things that drop certain things, and just all this shit. Also, I have a minigun that is a shark, and I will soon be crafting it into a cannon that shoots stars.
Shoot?
Just lead pellet. Well, it shoots. There's multiple different types of ammo in the same way that like you have a bow, wooden arrow,
sure.
fire arrow, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
It's just pellet.
A second question. The gun part come out of the shark mouth?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you holding the gun?
In hand.
For sure. Where on the shark are you holding?
Well, the Terraria guys are so small. It's an abstracted concept. It is my little guy's there, and the shark is next to me, and it goes wherever my cursor goes.
And it goes where the cursor goes.
I couldn't tell you where you hold it. Ugh.
I remember in Terraria when I played it, because I was like, Minecraft, but sideways, sign me the fuck up. There was a big eyeball. Is that guy still in there?
Yes, he's a boss.
Okay.
We just, well, I shouldn't say just. We killed him on Wednesday.
Okay. How far in is Eyeball Man? He seems like he would be early.
I believe the Eye of Cthulhu is the first boss, maybe the second, depending. Because there's a lot of event bosses. Because again, it's an MMO. Randomly, sometimes it starts raining slime, and some of the base enemies are slimes. And if you kill too many slimes, then the king slime appears. And then that can be the first boss, I believe.
That could be the first boss.
That could be the first boss.
Can you make the king slime your friend?
So great thing that we discovered that they added. So there are a lot of NPCs in this game, and they all kind of have a different archetype. So there's like the zoologist who sells certain things, and then there's the fisher, or I think he's technically called the angler, who gives you quests every day to go fish in different biomes, and then you bring it back and blah, 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 blah. And why was I talking about this? Right. So you build towns, and you have to build your NPCs little houses so that way they'll live there and you can take advantage of shopping and then whatever little services they might provide. And if you complete certain events, you can get town slimes, and there's like 8 or 9 different colors. And they're just little guys that jump around. We have 2 of them right now, a pink one and a blue one.
Are they like, and they're like, do they do anything, or are they like Pokemon gym badges?
They're just for fun. They just hop around.
Great. And that's all you need.
That's all you need. But here's the thing about Terraria as well is like, you know, we're talking about Animal Crossing. In Animal Crossing, you'll have like the clown set, and it's like you have every piece of furniture is clown themed, and there's a bunch of random furniture and the wallpaper and the floor and maybe a costume also. Terraria does that also, but it's an MMORPG. Yeah, so every item has a themed item with it. So there sometimes if you kill the king slime, you get a mount, and so you can ride around on a giant blue slime. And there's a grappling hook that is slime themed, and a fishing rod that's slime themed, and just like every
I see.
theme has everything.
Every item.
Yes.
And okay, so are you trying to work your way through an entire collection, or is it a situation where you're getting a weird collection of differently themed items that are not working towards your build?
It would depend because it is somewhat random.
Okay.
So
Okay.
every single boss can be resummoned. So like with the King Slime guy, if we wanted to, we could just keep killing him. And then there's also it does MMO style loot drops where everybody gets their own little baggie that has its own little random chances. So like Lupin has a summoner build right now because they just made that a lot more viable with the bigger and bolder update. And so if I get a summon thing, I just give it to him because I don't give a shit about fighting. So whatever scraps he finds is totally fine by me. I'm like, just point me at the thing and I'll shoot it. I don't give a shit. My only job in a boss fight is to survive. So if he dies, he can respawn and come kill it. Like that's it. So yeah, like you could, and there is the Terraria.wiki.gg, not fandom.com.
No,
doesn't
I
make
don't
the
know. I don't
computer
even know
hot.
what that is.
Love that.
This is a good.
They have their own wiki.
They have the good SEO because it's the first one that comes up, and you click on it, and it looks like a website from 1997, which means
It looks like a
Perfect.
real fucking wiki, and it works quite well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like you could go on the wiki and just look up everything. And at this point, we've played it enough that like if there is a specific thing that we want to find, it would be a pain to trial and error. So we'll just look it up, right?
Yeah, just look. It up.
There are times of like if you wanted to make really marginal advancements, especially if you were playing on like the higher difficulties, which are expert and master mode. But for the most part, it's like it does follow somewhat of the Minecraft progression of like I start with copper. Now I have iron. There's gold over there. What is oh god, what is it called? There's like a nightmare something or other. Now I can mine hellstone. Hellstone I can turn into this. I found a floating lake in the sky with a little house. Hey, I've stumbled upon a dungeon and I can't move the walls no matter how good of a pickaxe I get. Oh god, there's a lot of skeletons in here.
Yeah.
And just like every variation and flavor of that. I'm trying to build a cell phone right now.
I'm trying to build a
Great.
cell phone.
Who are you trying
Trying
to
to build a
call?
cell phone.
Yeah, who do you need to call with that?
My friends that I'm playing with.
Oh, okay. So like, it's not like the world's first cell phone. It's just
No.
Got it. So then
It's my
there's
number
no
isn't
store.
1.
Your number's 1. That's cool.
No, I said it isn't. It is.
Oh, it isn't
I guess,
1.
I think it's not. It's not actually called a cell phone. I think it's called a PDA. But yeah.
Sure.
So Terraria has a lot of these really complex crafting trees, especially once you get this guy called the Goblin Tinkerer, because then you instead of the normal crafting table, you can get the Tinkerer's Workshop. So I can take. Off the top of my head, no one's quite sure. I can take my radar, which detects enemies that are nearby, and I can take my DPS meter, which says how much damage I am doing or I can do. And then I take whatever the third thing is, and I can turn those into like, the phytometer. And then if I do a bunch of those, I have the fish finder, I have a GPS. I can turn all those into a new thing. And if I have 2 of those new things, then those new things can turn into a PDA,
Condense
which means that,
That's
instead
so
of
cool.
having my 5 accessory slots completely fucked and having to swap them out, I can have my little phone.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And there's some versions of that. It's not so bad for weapons, but once you get like later and later in the game, it gets really complicated. But it does have like, I just think my favorite thing about Terraria is that it's so stupid. When it rains, the goldfish walk out of the pond and just start walking around.
Fuck yeah, dude.
When the blood moon happens, the bunnies turn. Well, it depends because there's 2 different kinds of worlds in Terraria. There's crimson and corruption, but they will turn evil and start trying to kill you.
Cool.
And then some of the zombies have arms from the other zombies, and they can hit you from farther away.
Fuck yeah.
Just a lot of dumb shit like that over the place.
Yeah.
There's roller skates. I ride on a flamingo because it's part of fishing. Very complicated. I have to get my fishing number, my fishing power up as high as I can. And if I ride on a flamingo and sit on the surface of the water, my fishing power goes up by 5.
Whoa.
And it's just a
Maximum fish.
million different things like that.
That's really cool. Yeah,
It's
Really
fun.
fun.
I was enamored by Terraria when it came out, and then I realized that
Same.
I wasn't.
I did not have the. I
didn't have it in
liked
me either.
I
But
immediately
didn't have it
couldn't
in me
figure out
as
what I
well.
was doing.
No, and that's
well,
what I'm
it was
saying. Like,
that. Yeah. For me too. I was
I
kind
was
of like,
like, oh,
I'm
I think there was
charmed, but
something
it's too
here.
much. Right.
And I was
Yeah.
not smart enough.
And
you know
I
what,
don't
though?
think I
There's
had the
still not-
relationship with the internet to like, oh, I'll just look it up.
Yes,
Whereas like
me either.
Minecraft kind of had that because it had been in alpha for a year and a half prior to it being in beta. So I was like, what do you do in Minecraft? And Google worked at the time. So it said youtube.com,
Yeah.
Paul Soares Jr., how to survive the first night in Minecraft. And I was like, okay, got it. Now I can go from here.
Yes.
Terraria, even this last time we played, I got killed like 15 times on our first night because I hadn't built the
Yeah.
house yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't quite figure Terraria out, but there is so much to do, and having someone around, especially in Lupin, love you bestie, who's a total pervert for the game, very helpful. But I even think going
Yeah.
solo and just being like, I want to get through this boss, or
Yeah.
it for a case like mine where I'm like, I want this one fishing rod because it's the best one, or whatever. I want the mega shark, which is a bigger version of the shark gun that I already have.
Hell yeah.
How do I get the mega shark? Well, you have to be in a hard mode world. What is a hard mode world? Oh fuck, I didn't set the game to hard. Am I fuck now? No. Terraria considers basically the first 40 to 50 hours you will spend in your world to be the tutorial.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then once you beat the wall of flesh, which is a boss, then your world turns into hard mode.
Got it.
And there's a jillion more bosses, there's a jillion more items, there's more random events that can happen. You can go to space a little bit casually.
Okay.
And I just think that that's crazy and great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous and fun game.
Yeah. Nikki or Lotus, how many copies has Super Mario Brothers sold?
The first one?
The first one?
Ooh,
I
I'm
mean,
not good
they
with
haven't-
numbers.
They haven't. I'm really bad with numbers, but they have not released just Super Mario Brothers that many times.
Sure.
That is
58
true.
million. 58 million.
You didn't even fucking let me guess.
I would have gone too high by a lot, but that's okay. We don't need to.
I was literally going to say 60 million, but this fucker just didn't let me guess.
I was gonna say it's either 50 or 500.
I
don't
asked
know how
for a
this
guess
works.
and I got a fucking soliloquy from you. Like, just like, give me a number. Like, that's all I need. All right, how many copies has Witcher 3 sold?
Who gives a shit?
275.
60 million.
Great.
How many have Terraria sold?
90.
It's 64 million.
Oh.
That game has sold a crazy amount.
I mean,
It's
like
on the
I
3DS.
own 2 copies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like I own 2 copies
Yeah.
of Terraria probably.
And
Yes.
phone, I think. I think Terraria on phone.
Yeah.
It's
So,
nuts.
That's awesome.
Um,
I honestly did.
should I
not
get back
realize
into
that game
Terraria?
was-
Come play with us, John. Come play with us,
Maybe.
Nikki.
I got it. I just got to
think I can.
re-download it.
You need
I
to
still don't think I
re-download
can
all
hold
4
it.
gigs. of
Yeah, I
Terraria.
know. All
It'll
4
never
gigs.
work.
It's gonna
I do
take
not
me
have
all
the
day.
space.
Don't have the space. Ravioli is threatening to get up in my lap, but he's looking at
Are you
me
gonna
like,
let
Oh, and I mean the good thing that we were saying too is so when we played back in like 2020, we had a friend who lived in Australia, and it's like ping wise not gonna work. But it ended up being like mostly fine. Like she couldn't really fight bosses with us super well, but with the way that bosses work is it's so hectic and it's so like just a complete disaster, everything everywhere all at once, TM, that it kind of didn't matter. And then now that summons work, it really is like you can kind of just summon like 8 things to fight for you at a certain point, and then your goal is just to kind of try to stay away from the
Stay
boss and not
alive.
die.
Yeah.
Especially if you really go for the type of build, obviously again traditional MMO/RPG stuff where one person is really tanky and they are kind of trying to take aggro from the boss the whole time.
makes sense.
I'm looking at their website, which hasn't been touched in a long time, and then I realized that they don't do blog updates on their website; they do them on their forums.
Yeah,
They got
they're
forums.
still very active in
Their
the forums.
shop is also very amusing to me. I like that they have plushies of like the bunny, and it looks like it's made of pixels. It's fun.
Oh, that's great. Who the fuck's the
That's
Moon
cute.
Lord?
The
Who's the
final
Moon Lord?
boss.
The final boss. So what happens after the
Like
final boss?
looking at him.
You can kill him as many times as you want.
Okay.
Because he also he does function in that sense like a regular boss where like the world is still there. So maybe you want something from him. Maybe you want all of his gear or all of his special drops or whatever. I don't think that you can like turn the world into expert or master afterwards, but
I really don't like looking at him.
no, he's very scary. They did update a lot of his visuals. I don't know if that would be, I presume it would be updated on the website, but maybe not. But I know that for this update, they like totally redid him because he used to be, he's always been gross because he's like an eldritch monstrosity from
Yeah.
space, but he also used to be really silly looking, just like
Mm.
kind of dumb,
Yeah, I think my problem with this game is that I don't like the way it looks.
It's
which is fair.
it's not my
It's a bummer.
favorite. It's not my favorite.
Which is why it's important that there's so many silly things, I think.
Yeah.
yeah. It holds still like an SNES, like a bad SNES aesthetic
Yeah.
to me. Like it's rough. But I just love games like
But I
this
can
that
swim in
have.
lava on a shark.
I was about to say it's like with all these dumbass systems kind of interacting with
Yes.
each other. It's just really fun. It's just really cool. I
You
just
can
like
get
that
gibbed in a
lot.
lot of great ways, which is fun.
Getting gibbed is fun.
Getting gibbed is fun.
Getting gibbed is so fun. Um, I played a little more Resident Evil 9. Don't have to talk about that much. I'll just say I think that game is really fun. I think Grace Ashcroft is a great character. She's got a lot of anxiety. I think the voice performance given by
That VA went in.
what is her name? She has a wild last name. It is Angela Sant'Albano. Excuse
That's
me.
fun.
There's
That's
a
good.
fun
That's a great
there's a
name.
fun apostrophe in her name as well. I genuinely like it's a big performance, okay? I kind of think it's one of the best voice performances I've ever seen in a video game.
Cool.
Like she goes fucking in.
That's what I hear.
It
So
is
if you're gonna
wild.
be not technically but spiritually a final girl, you
Uh-huh.
just gotta start chewing on the walls.
And
Yeah.
it's like she goes fucking in. I mean, that is it, and I think it's really charming. Early on, I'm still only like a few hours into this thing. I haven't even left the big giant first mansion, but it's like not long into it, Leon Kennedy shows up. Sure, there's you meet briefly. You start to get separated. Leon goes, "Here you go. Here's the biggest gun you've ever seen in your life." And Grace takes it, and it's a gun that shoots these like giant magnum rounds called the Requiem. Hey, that's the name of the game. And
Oh.
every single time she shoots it, she goes, "Oh Jesus! Oh my!" Like shaking out her wrists because it's like the recoil completely fucks up her hands. It is. It's it's Resident Evil. It's goofy. It's stupid. Yes, like every single door in it unlocks with a jewel you find in a cabinet in a weird room. It's I don't know. It's just the maximal version of Resident Evil. I think it's really great. So, and Leon's segments remind me of the best parts of Resident Evil 4. They just really played the hits with this one. Like Resident Evil 9 Requiem is just let's play the fucking hits game, and I think that's really fun.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. I also played some Marathon, played the finished product, but Nikki and I also played some of the Server Slam earlier this week. I gotta say, I think this game is good.
Good.
I think it's.
I
good.
think this game's a good game.
I think this game is good. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I think I don't know. I think the conversation from last week where we talked a lot about it, but
Yeah.
I think like on its face, I do think the video game is good. I do not understand the monetization stuff. I have not booted the game up since like the full version of the game since it came out. But I would love to not spend any more money on the game, and it doesn't seem like I will need to. I need to look at it.
I have heard people say there's some dark patterns in it, but I've also heard people say exactly the opposite of just like it's been really easy for them to not spend money on this. So, I'll have to get deeper into it, but
look and see. Again, I think this game does better if it's something else, but the thing that we have is kind of cool. and I am
Yeah.
excited to see. I really hope they get a runway to at least make the stuff that they have currently
Yeah.
planned
Yep.
in their unbelievably good looking video game.
Yeah.
Because I do know that team worked really hard on it. So
Oh, it's a beautiful weird. It's aesthetically, it's like nothing that's out there. Even just like the weird kind of ambient music that plays while you're deciding what to do next in the main menu. It's just like really slick. This is a cool game. I like it a lot. I think it feels good to play. I'm bad at it, but I'm still having
that's
fun
so
being
true. I
bad
was
at
gonna
it.
wait to see if you were gonna say
No, I am really
that
bad at
part.
it. I'm really bad at
I
it.
like
It
how you
is.
was waiting to say that as if John has ever claimed to be good at any game except
No,
for
no, no.
what fucking NHL 03 or something.
Get his
Let's please.
ass.
It's NHL 04. Okay,
So
please.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Please. Yeah, no, like sports games from the mid 2000s, I'm really good at. Pretty much everything else, I'm garbage at. You know what? I would say if there was professional Breath of the Wild, I'd be pretty good at it. But
Yeah.
since there isn't, I'm not very good at most games. Um, but I don't know. I'm very interested in what this game's roadmap looks like. Their team sent out the codes and said, we would like you to not review this game for a month, which is, I think, a very interesting thing to do.
Why would you say that? You
I
know?
reacted very strongly to this yesterday on Blue Sky. I will say it's not so much like a reaction toward Bungie necessarily, but it's just kind of an exhaustion with like whatever culture we've built around reviews and embargo, because everyone's like, that's not an embargo. It's like, listen, it's kind of an embargo. I know that
They're
it's a
telling you it's an
request.
embargo.
They're telling you this isn't going to really work until a month from now. But a review, a single document of a live service game is literally never going to make any sense. So we just have to all collectively decide that this is fucking stupid. Whatever we're doing is fucking stupid, and we don't have to do it anymore. That's why I was getting mad about that. But I'll be interested to see what that content is. Like, people are already uncovering like secrets and weird little stuff that I think is really interesting. Bungie's really good at that with Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what the pressure of this to succeed is going to do to that kind of thing. But
Yeah,
I like this game a
that's
lot.
why I'm like it doesn't work if they don't have the time
Yeah. Yep.
to make it work. So
Yeah. Yes.
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay, let's answer a couple of Hive questions. If you are not a member of the Hive, you can go to vgbs.com/join. You can join the Hive. If you join the Hive, you can go to our Discord, which is free to join, by the way. Discord.gg/VGBs. You can go to the Hive questions section, and you can ask us a question. We have several good ones, including one from Haneker. This is very specific, but since I've re-entered the workforce, it does matter. When non-gamers ask you what your best or favorite video game is, do you give them a real answer or try to go with something they might have heard of? If the latter, which game?
You've created a false catch-22 in your head, my friend. You can just say two games, but my strategy is to say one thing that they will almost certainly know. Like, oh, I've always loved Pokemon Emerald since I was a little kid. I think that might be my favorite one. And then you can say the weird one, the quotation marks of like, oh, I love Return of the Obra Dinn. It's like this puzzle game.
Sure.
Yeah. And then the other partner in the conversation gets to choose which one to talk about, or decide that you're too much of a pervert and they would like to gently bow out of the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's it. I think that's
and those are probably my two that I would usually say.
I think that's the right answer. Like, I'll tell people probably Breath of the Wild pretty much right off the bat, but like, honestly, depending on who asks, I might say like, I don't know. I'll say something like, well, I play some Apex Legends. Like, I play some, because sometimes I don't think I'm being asked to dive into my deepest like opinion about something rather than just going like, okay, what's the surface level like, what like. But then again, okay, listen, now I'm making assumptions about some of the people that asked me this question, which is also not good. I probably shouldn't do that either. But we all do that.
Not me.
But Lotus's answer is correct, I think.
Oh, but what are your two games that you would? What's your pervert answer? What's your like? I need to try to pretend to be normal answer. I guess Breath of the Wild, you're pretend to be normal.
Yeah, my pervert answer is like Shinmu or something, and people are like, "What's Shinmu?"
Right.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
You get forklift certified, and you're trying to figure out who killed your dad. You know, it's like, you know."
I don't think I have a pervert answer. I think I just give them Pokemon Emerald or Breath of the Wild, and I just kind of let them, if they have more questions, they have more questions.
Right.
Yeah. I have to have a lot of conversations like this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's always weird to work in games and somehow still be the pervert.
Yeah.
Right.
No, so it's kind of it's a flat. It's kind of a flat situation that I've kind of had to trade myself into.
Yeah, if you're in or related to games, it is a different minefield where you might step into someone's perversion. And you need to decide if you're going to have a real opinion or not.
Right.
Exactly. And that's it, Lotus. It's like
that's it.
Yesterday, the logo for the new Xbox went around, and I had a lot of stuff to say to the people in my office who were talking about it, and I had to say nothing.
You had to say nothing, yeah.
Instead.
I have a friend at work who loves playing video games, and he will often send me things like, hey, did you see that the new Xbox was announced?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to make the decision to go, am I telling this sweet 27-year-old who is excited that I am into video games and wants to send me a little, like, am I going to be like, listen, let me tell, like, I light up a cigarette. Let me tell you something about these fuckers over at Microsoft, okay? like you always are I'm always making this kind of calculus in my head, and I'm usually choosing the path of least resistance, which is just kind of like, yeah, crazy, you know, or like kind of
when in doubt,
meet them where they are.
Damn, that's crazy.com/thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
When in doubt.
Yeah. I very rarely choose the pervert path in my life personally.
I'll put out as an option.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I think it's great that you do.
Yeah, because there's also, you can't always tell, but sometimes if you're talking to someone, especially someone you don't know super well, someone at work, they might be the type of person who doesn't have the social skills.
Yeah.
And would love to have the out of you being the pervert.
Yep.
Would love to have the out. So just give them the out.
Just give them the out. Cat.com asks, this is very specific for me, but maybe you two have additions to this. John, can you share whatever fashion advice you get from Blue Sky with me and your other fellow short and thick dudes? Yeah, this is from the other day where I was like, I Googled, hey, short and fat guy fashion. And the results did return to me, hey, what do you do if you're 5'10" and you want to look good? And boy, did I want to hurt myself. So it was weird. I called Blue Sky for people to ask, and a couple of people, including Aiden, thank you, Aiden, reached out and gave me some good influencers. Here's the thing, like, a lot of it is, frankly, just bigger clothes than you're normally thinking about wearing, and layering. Like having just options where you've got a shirt or a little jacket or something over what you're wearing, and then you've got something on underneath it. You can go from having that stuff on to off. Also, your trousers need to be basically over the fucking big ass belly that you have, which is like what I'm rocking. And instead I wear like a low rise situation, so my jeans are always kind of creating this cool, sorry, this is too much information, but cool, like, tropical zone in my, like, nether region where the belly is kind of hanging over it, creating this nice little, like, pocket of moisture. Like, it's really gross. So I'm basically just kind of in the mode of like, okay, I need to get some pants that actually go up, like kind of over my belly button, that kind of thing. And so that's kind of what I learned. I also learned that just all these dudes have more confidence than I do. So
Yeah, just get some more confidence, Sean.
Yeah, just get some more confidence.
get some more
It's
confidence.
next to the pants.
It's next to the pants that fit. You know,
Next
good
to the
luck
pants
finding
that
them.
fit. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Another one that seems oddly targeted toward me. Taylor asking. I can't answer this one. Is John Unk?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like not confidently so, but like yeah.
You know, you can't confidently call a white dude unk. Like it's not really.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
kind of
That's
not
true.
entirely
That's
the
true.
vibe, but
I can't
especially
invite myself to the
this was in the
cookout,
context
you know
of
what I mean?
fighting games. So
Right.
like in the context of fighting games, for
Oh,
sure.
sure. For sure. Fonk asks, what's the first relationship in a game that felt real to you?
None of them. Not a
Slim
single
chickens.
I'm not sure
one. What's that? Oh.
Sorry, I was gonna say sorry, but that was genuine. Like
No.
your what and my sorry were both genuine, and neither made sense.
Nope.
Slim chickens for realistic feeling relationships, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, here's what we could just say off the bat, right? If the relationship involves the player character,
Yeah.
not the person, not the character the player plays as, who can be their own thing, but a player character that you build, it's immediately a no.
Right.
Yeah.
Not realistic.
Here's the thing. Tali Zora from Mass Effect had a chance, right?
Ooh, yes, a chance.
But here's the thing, though, is that in the first game of the trilogy, the developers are like, you don't like this freak. You can't even romance her. She's just a buddy.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when I like met this girl, I was like, she's pretty cool. Like I like her. She's like kind of a dork and like a little bit nervous, but like also just kind of knows who, like she doesn't think she knows who she is, but she definitely knows who she is, and that's really interesting.
She's a good character.
Like she's a good character. She's layered. She's interesting, and like I immediately, whatever you can fall in love with in a video game, I was kind of like, yeah, like I really like her. But the first game was like, nah, you like the racist or the other alien, and it's like, all right, fine. The milquetoast boring alien or the racist. That was your options in the first game. Then in the second game they got smart. It's like, okay. But by then it's like I was still excited, but it's like there was something about that felt odd to me. That's the closest I got. I don't know if I would say there is one. Haneker asking, best deep fried vegetable.
Zucchini.
That's a really good one.
Zucchini hard to beat.
It's really good.
I think it might be zucchini, folks.
I think carrot is up there too. I like a carrot.
A deep fried carrot.
I don't know if I've ever had a deep fried carrot in my whole life.
I just like it because carrots take forever to cook, you know? And so it's just like nice that they're kind of they have a little bit of extra hardness to them.
I've had a deep fried sweet potato.
Oh, that's also really good.
Those are good.
Cucumber, I guess, right? Because red pickles.
Cucumber? Deep fried.
Pickle.
Oh, a pickle. Got
because it's a cucumber, but pickle's not a vegetable. Okay, whatever. Next question.
Okra, also great answer, which is the one that you provided, Haneker.
Garbage.
Love it. Soy Socks asks, when exploring a big game world, do you prefer the convenience of a map or the mystery of not having one?
I'm learning.
You got to build the whole game around either one of those. Is the thing.
Yeah, it's either you look at the map or you don't look at the map, and those are the ways those are the only two ways to make a video game. I'm learning that I don't know what I don't know what any button is anymore in any video game. Gun to my head, if I was holding the controller right now, if I was holding my Switch and someone was like, open the fucking map, I'd be dead. I would be dead. Like I have no idea. Every time I'm like, time to open the map, I press 4 buttons, 4 different menus come up. I press the same one 2 times and I'm like, that's still not it. And then the map shows up and I'm like, great, why am I looking at the map? Because it has taken me so long from when I had the initial thought to when I opened the map. So increasingly I am not looking at the map. But for Tears of the Kingdom, I am looking at the map. But the game that I was playing prior to that, Legend ZA, that map is kind of useless. Like it's only useful insofar as it's a teleport zone. like because the city is not visually landmarked well enough that you know where you are at any point in time. So the map just is for teleporting from waypoint to waypoint. Yeah. I like a map when it's good.
I like a map when it's good. That's an annoying answer, but it's true. I like it. I do like cartography though. I like kind of building your map and then you're adding the. I do like aspects of building it out, but I prefer a map. Cam asking, what would you need to create your own habitat like in Pokopia? I think that's a fun question.
It's a great question. Probably like 2 beds.
How many thing?
4.
4 thing. Okay.
So 2 of them are gonna be bed.
Okay.
And then because one of Barley and I are gonna share them both, but they need to.
But then you separate.
It's 2 next,
sure.
Yeah. So it's 2 next to each other. 2 beds next to each other. I think. What else do I need? Kitchen.
Yep.
That I don't have to worry about the stock of. And then just like the most palatial shower you've ever seen in your entire life.
Yeah.
Like I want.
Really important.
You know, just like So I think that those are the things that I need to be happy and healthy.
Yeah, palatial shower, green gardeny space.
Oh, I forgot
water.
about outside. Fuck.
And then maybe a 4th thing. No one's quite sure.
Yeah, no, Nikki can't go outside.
I'm trading my second bed for a lawn.
I'm a little bit
grass
fussy.
That I'm not allergic to.
To me, it's 2 trees, shade, a hammock in between them, but it has to be on like a cliffside over the ocean, so there's that breeze.
Lime, coconut.
Yeah, like it's got I that would
Kermit
attract me. Wait, what?
Kermit is there.
Kermit's there, sure.
Like in the song.
Like in the song. A couple more questions. Grace asking, what's the coolest bird you've ever seen?
Probably gonna be a green jay. Those are crazy in person.
Those are wild in person, for sure. That's
bald
great.
eagle was cool,
I've ever
but
seen one of those.
They're okay.
Seeing an osprey hunt is cool as shit.
That is fun.
Like when we were out in Kiowa, we were watching like osprey hunt and just like swoop down. Yeah, Will
the aerial
Osprey.
assassin?
Yep, the aerial assassin.
That's so sick.
Oi!
Dude.
There's a fish in the fucking river!
He's a British wrestler.
Anyway, this British wrestler.
This is the coolest bird I've ever seen.
The green jay? Oh, no.
No. I'm trying to... I don't even know what it is. Can you put it on the TV?
Oh, yes, I can.
The fuck is this?
What the fuck is that, Nikki?
I don't know.
It's
the coolest bird I've ever seen.
It looks like someone pressure smashed a cassowary.
Yeah, it's like sorry. This is like a pallet swap chicken. I don't know what this is.
I love him.
It's got big ass pink legs and a small round blue and gray body and a big pink beak.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask the computer what bird it is.
That's crazy.
I saw it in
That's crazy.
At Zealandia in New Zealand. It's a takahe. Takahe. Hold on. Give me the pronunciation, please. Say it to me. It won't. Takahe with a bar over it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's a flightless swamp hen.
Swamp hen. That's what I'm gonna start calling people.
Swamp hen.
I'm gonna start calling people
that. Awesome. We have got 3 more quick questions. Sphinx asking, how long was the longest one of your flights? Sorry. What's the longest a flight of yours has ever been delayed without it getting canceled? I probably have the winner here, but we'll ask it anyway.
Ooh, I was going to say mine that never works because I always have a layover. So my flight is effectively canceled once it has run into the second flight because now I can't get on it. So that's usually not going to be more than like 3 hours.
I don't think I've ever like had a flight get delayed for longer than an hour or two. I'm very lucky. Not knock on wood. I have had more cancellations, and they're like, but I'm also.
But then
I
you get
have
on the next one.
privilege. Exactly. I've had the privilege of flying out of Los Angeles most of the time. So like, worst case scenario, there's another plane.
I deeply understand that this is going to sound technically like a cancellation, but I have to tell you, it was never classified as such by the airline, so I'm counting it. It was 21 hours.
You saying that has, I have also done this.
Okay.
Not 21 hours though, but flying to Orlando to go to Disney World, or maybe flying out, I forget, but there was a storm and they were like, well, you can stay at the hotel 10 miles away. And we're like, there's a hotel inside the airport. Could you not kind of, we know there's no one in it. Could you just kind of, so that I guess was probably technically like, I don't know, 16 or something. It's not fun.
The 21-hour delay from LA to Shenzhen, or actually it was Hong Kong. It was a delay. They wouldn't like get the stuff off the plane.
I remember.
Like
this.
they just wouldn't do that. They would just say you can get your stuff off the plane, but you have to like redo everything, and also like there's not a guarantee that you'll have your seat or something if you like basically do this. And so I just left. I drove from LAX back to my apartment in Sherman Oaks. Anne, who thought I was over the fucking Pacific, heard me rapping at the door, which had been padlocked at 2 a.m. Yeah. And I do believe it was maybe the most scared that she's probably been in her whole life. And then I just like got up the next day and went. And it was me. It was just fucking me. So that's the longest. Yeah. Blackjack Attack asking, I've not had a chance to follow basketball lately. How's the playoff picture shaping up?
I mean, it's as top heavy as it's been in a really long time.
It's very top heavy.
Yeah. The East will continue to be more interesting. I think it will be OKC Knicks.
Boston's gotten real hot, and they got Tatum back today.
Tatum's back today.
Yeah.
I'm scared for him.
I am too. He's coming back really super fast.
He tore he popped his Achilles at like towards the end of the playoffs last year. But like it's one of the craziest medical stories in the end. Like I feel like people aren't talking enough about it, but I'm sure Boston is talking a lot about it, but fuck Boston. Yeah. Like he popped his Achilles in New York.
Yeah.
The guy who is the best guy at fixing Achilles in the world was in New York on vacation, unrelated.
Yes, unrelated.
So the time between him popping his ACL and when he was on the table was like 8 hours.
The shortest amount of time.
Wow.
It's a really small amount of time. And for that injury specifically, it begins atrophying so quickly when it is not attached that like hours on the front end turn into months on the back end for recovery, which is the only reason why he's back 8 months later on an Achilles tear, which is like it tore. Like everyone saw it, like it tore. So it is kind of crazy. And like they wouldn't bring back their biggest guy in a year where they have stumbled into being good in spite of not having him if they did not trust that he was medically cleared to go. But I still am like, Achilles will kill your career. That's how old I am, you know?
Yep.
So, I don't know.
We'll see. Maybe because he didn't get that weird atrophy time, he'll be fine. It'll be really strange to say. One more question, folks. Jason asking, for a Pocket Monster starter, do you pick based on type or vibe?
Vibe, but I would always do water as a kid. And I think if I can't decide, I'll do water.
Yeah. I didn't like the lizard, the shape of the lizard's head from behind. Because the camera reveal shows them from behind before it pans around to the front. And I hated the shape of the lizard's head. And then and
that's all you're going to see.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, for sure. But
I don't like the new lizard. The blue lizard.
I think in my
what's
brain...
his name?
Gekwa. Which also immediately, bless you, that put me off. I hated it.
Sorry.
Oh, an aqua gecko.
Aqua gecko.
Oh.
You get it. I don't like the bird as much as people
I don't like the bird.
grout.
I think all three of them are, and I mean, this is like getting into fake old head, new versus old Pokemon stuff.
Go
but
ahead, Lotus.
I just think that a lot of them, and especially starters now, are just too simple. Like these
Sure.
Yeah.
Pokemon are so
They're
simple.
really simple.
They look like baby Digimon. Like they haven't even gotten to Agumon yet. They're the stage below that where it's just like solid color, one detail, and I'm like, they're just a little too thin. They look really unimportant.
Yeah.
Which is like not what you want in a starter for me. So I'm like, I guess I like the dog the most, but it's really by default.
But the dog is so boring, and I think
and that's the thing.
And I think that's the thing that damns them, because when inevitably all three of them are bipedal by the end of their evolutionary lines, it feels crazy because they started so baby.
Yeah.
Like, and the gap that they have to cover between the first evolution and the second evolution is buck wild.
Yep.
A lot of bad second evolutions in the past few years.
A lot of really bad ones. Sometimes the second evolution is just a smaller of the third evolution, which is maybe even more aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
My dog's gonna explode.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We have one review. It's really short. Obi-Wan Shinobi reviewed our podcast. Gave us 5 stars. The title says "Gift of Gab" or whatever. Okay. They say the best video game podcast. Thanks for babbling as long as you do. Heart emoji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Hey, do y'all have
That's
anything to plug?
The website that's been on the screen the whole time, dialednd.net. There's also a newsletter there. There's an RSS feed. You could do either one. The world's your oyster.
You want. The world is your oyster. That's correct. Nikki, you have anything?
F1 starts again this weekend. You can watch the Paralympics. You can listen. Here's something cool. Turn the music off. Turn the music off real quick. If you feel like you're not going to accomplish anything this week, get in your car.
I hate that I know what you're going to say.
Oh, I don't think you do. I can't wait.
I don't? Okay.
Wait, what do you think I'm going to say?
I thought you were going to pick whoever is going to be last place in the World Baseball Classic because they shouldn't have shown up.
Oh, no. But everyone knows who that is. You could also go watch the World Baseball Classic, but if you want to get in your car and feel really good about yourself, just get in your car, get on the freeway, and drive for like 30 minutes. You will overtake more cars than an Aston Martin will on Sunday. And you can hold that as you get in your little Prius or your Corolla or your Civic or your Sienna or your CRV or your HRV or your Equinox.
You demanded I stop the music for this.
Santa Fe.
Or your QX5.
Your QX6. Your QXC60.
Your Infinity.
Keep on buzzing, everybody. See you next week.